Hello, everybody. All gas, no brake. Welcome to Canton Chronicle Live. I'm John Camo. I'm your host. And tonight, I don't have my co-host with me. So I called in an audible, and I got another co-host that hopefully, and this co-host has no idea of what I'm going to be talking about tonight. But it's someone that I wanted to come that I did want to have on at one point, and but they can only be on for a little bit. So, anyways, I'm John Camo. You guys might know me by my Twitter name, Dixie Enormous, and let's bring up my co-host for tonight, and because Eric is unfortunately not able to make it, and it's Boozy. Hello, Boozy.
Okay, you're making me really nervous about not knowing what we're going to talk about tonight, John.
Well, it's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun night. All right.
Okay, I trust you.
And I'm winging it. I'm just going to wing it. I was going to do it by myself, but I made a call out to a couple people, and you were my second choice.
Second choice?
Yeah. Oh,
really?
Yeah, yes, unfortunately, yeah, but it's okay. It's all right. Somebody who'd been itching to get on, and I'm like, all right, you want to come on? And no, I don't want to do it tonight. All right, sorry, they didn't like the topic. They'll be on for another.
No, now you're really making me nervous.
Yeah, so the good news is, I found out that today, someone came into my work today, and they're like, hey, dude, did you see this? And I want to show you guys all. Apparently, I break more than wind. I break news.
Confirmed, the fearless leader of the Canton is currently in negotiation to renew her contract.
LOL. Laugh out loud.
Hello, and welcome back, roommates, to Alexa's room, where we are not lawyers, we are not medical professionals,
Me either.
and we are not law enforcement, we are just people. People who have
people.
opinions about all things going on in the Karen Reed case, including this news that broke last week on March the 5th. Shout out to Dixie Enormous on Twitter.
Wow.
Follow.
Shout out. I got a shout out. I have no clue who this person is, but I followed. I automatically just followed them. So yeah.
Okay, Mr. Big Time.
I know. I made it big time.
Look at you.
I got a shout out from Alexis Room, and I guess room she spelled instead of ROOM a different little room. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch her show and see what's going on. Yeah, I know.
Look at you.
So the other night there was a candidates night, and so John Conley and Susan Harrington. It wasn't a debate. It was a candidates night, and I got a couple takeaways from it. How do we take that down, people? Oh, right there. You hit remove. There we go. I hit remove. I guess, yeah. So this is what Eric's supposed to be doing, but and he doesn't even do that. But he's just the eye candy up in the corner. So there was a candidates night, and let's get into a couple of the questions that came up on that candidates night. So let me remove that. I'm going to play this one first. It might be out of order. Let's see. Let me just see first. Let me see.
Thank the Canton Lions Club, and I see Alan Rappaport.
Okay, played it out of order. This is his goodbye presentation. I gotta get this one. Okay.
Why is he so red?
Okay,
He's
well,
Irish.
I think the
Okay.
first and foremost, we need a new police chief. And I would say preferably somebody who didn't grow up in Canton and doesn't know all the people in town, because I think that creates a coziness and a perception there to a lot of us that people aren't always objective. And I get that, I think that's just human nature. So I would like a more professional administration for the police, and I think that's the best way we can support our officers. We've lost a lot of good officers of late, and I can easily imagine, I don't know the particulars of their decision, but I can easily imagine why they might want to leave.
Okay. All right. So she answers the question,
Yep.
gets in, gets out, and she states what her viewpoint is. She wants a new chief.
Yeah.
Okay. And she explained why. She didn't just say, I want a new chief, right? She explained why she wanted a new chief. And we're going to now hear John's version.
Oh, God.
Thank you. John?
Yes, thank you. The present chief has worked for the town for 30 years.
Okay. John Conley's also been in office for over 30 years.
Oh, God.
Let's go on.
In my companies in the private sector, you get a promotion if you do a good job.
Uh-huh.
And
You get a promotion if you do a good job.
A good job for who, though?
Exactly. And mind you, a year ago, they gave her a 1-year contract to get through the turmoil, to get through the audit, to get through. They agreed to only a 1-year contract. And now we learned on March 5th, that they're already in negotiations on her next contract. And we already know we're going to hear it. We're going to hear it from John that he's going to want to vote for her. Well, let's see. We already heard her reasons, Susan Harrington's reasons on why she doesn't want to. We'll let it play and see what John's reasons are on why he does want to. Well, actually, let's let it go a little bit.
appointed this new chief. It was the crowning of the queen, because she's a woman.
Hold on. Did he just call her a queen?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
Crowning of the queen is your chief of police. Okay?
She's not a queen. This is not royalty. What is going on?
This is how people feel.
No disrespect in any way. Everyone loved her, and all of a sudden, social media hit because of the trial. We can't talk about the trial.
Okay. So his excuse is the trial is the only reason she is not doing a good job. Okay. They also have an excuse of the audit is going to be the make or break reason on why they bring her back or don't bring her back. Shouldn't it be more than just the audit? Shouldn't it be the performance? Didn't they say in the private sector you get promoted if you do a good job?
I mean, I just don't understand the rhetoric of blaming the trial in social media when, frankly, we should be holding everyone accountable for their actions, and that includes Helena.
What happened to
It's
Merritt?
not the trial, but it's not even the trial. It's now all this is being exposed because of the trial, but it should have been exposed in the first place. All of them.
Yes, she has a tiara. It's a bulletproof tiara.
Can we at least get a body cam on it so we know what the hell she's doing?
Yeah. Let's go a little more. All right, mind you.
But that's what it's all about. Social media has been brutal.
Social media. So John is blaming social media is the real problem in Canton. Not the police misconduct, not the cover-ups, not the evidence handling techniques. Keyboard warriors like myself that posted on Canton Confidential, that now post on Canton Voices, that now post on Canton Chronicle. I got a little banner back here. See, I got a banner, Canton Chronicle. People like me. But let's take a moment, people, and appreciate what social media has done for the town of Canton. Spoiler alert, people. It's less of a villain and more of a very inconvenient flashlight, exposing all the things that John and many of these other people wish stayed in the dark.
Right.
Absolutely brutal. To me, to the board, to the police department, the fire department, and that's absolutely horrendous.
Horrendous, John. Social media, John, didn't kill Peter Berger. Chris Albert did. We just talked about it, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct. It was-
it's a little fact. Chris Albert, when he ran for select board, this never came out. It didn't come out until after he got the seat, and we started talking about it. Sorry, John, what a shame. Social media started talking about it because it got brought up on the Facebook pages. Okay? But the real crime is that someone died and Chris hid for 36 hours. Right?
I mean, like, it's all public knowledge. So I don't understand why someone bringing it out to the public, it's already out there. I mean, it shouldn't be hidden. Like, your citizens who are voting in these people should know about these issues.
Social media didn't kill a dog at the police department in a hot car. Right? Not only
I can't believe that
social media didn't cover it up.
happened.
Right? We talked about it. So don't blame social media on the fact that we are shedding light on things. Right?
Right.
Social media, John, didn't use Stop and Shop bags and red Solo cups to collect evidence. The police did that, John. Your police chief okayed that, John. All right? Nothing says serious police work like, red Solo cups from Weekend at Bernie's. Just saying.
I mean, just the fact that we're still getting reports till this day based on the murder of John O'Keefe. Like, we're still getting reports. How is that even acceptable as a chief? She should be reprimanding all of them.
Yep.
She's, if anything, she's LOLing at it all. LOL, smiley
that's
face.
coming up. That's coming up. That's coming up.
Okay.
Social
okay.
media didn't bring pizza to the polls. Chris Albert's campaign did. All right? Nothing like election integrity, like here's a slice of pizza. All right? That happened, people. That happened. Free pizza to all the polls. Nothing was said. All right? Until it got said on social media. Right?
Right.
Here's a serious one. Social media did not kill Sandra Birchmore.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
It
Nope.
just won't let you people forget it. And her name is Sandra, not Sarah. All right? You guys won't even say the right name. Mm-hmm. Okay? People on social media keep asking questions. All right? John, social media didn't write LOL on evidence. Your police chief did.
Yep.
All right? On evidence. To the state police. This was going from one department to another, and you put LOL, no tampering, LOL.
No tampering here, LOL.
Exactly. But we post about it in all the Facebook groups and on Twitter. And not me, but it's on Reddit. It's everywhere. Okay? John Conley wants, and a lot of them, and I hear it. John Conley and many others prefer a world where social media doesn't exist, where their truths, those inconvenient truths, stay buried. The investigations are unquestioned, and the public just go along your day. Just do what you do. We'll take it from here.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, it
But-
puts a huge spotlight on all of it.
We are the big flashlight. The social media is the big flashlight, hiding everything that's hiding under that giant CPD rug. Yeah.
And and we don't even know the majority of it. I think we know a very small fraction.
Right. Yeah. We know pieces of it. Should we let them go along a little more? Let's let them go a little more.
Sure.
Horrendous. To put them through those professionals through that, there's no excuse about it. None. And let's, the body cameras, we'll buy the body cameras tomorrow. We need funding for the film, the iCloud.
He needs funding for the film, people. For the film.
Did he just say iCloud? I'm pretty sure there already is an iCloud account, though,
Look
sir.
at that. I'm learning how to back it up. Here we go. Let's play that again.
There's no excuse about it. None. And let's, the body cameras, we'll buy the body cameras tomorrow. We need funding for the film, the iCloud. I'm not too great with computers or whatever, but they have to be able to fund it. It's a couple, and you know better than I probably, Cindy, on the FinCom, it's a couple $100,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Oh, so isn't a pickleball park for a couple $100,000 that you're paying out of your slush fund? God forbid you pay a couple $100,000 for some body cams that may or may not work, but you got that pickleball park.
Like, and then the dog park thing. Like, come on.
Boozy, did you know that this is what I was going to talk about tonight? This was a little too hot for some other people. I'll just let you know. They wanted no part of this. Yeah, Neil, it's a slush fund. It's a slush fund where 5 members get to pick or choose. You know, I think I have it. Hopefully, we'll get into it when he talks about the whole Indian Lane. You know, the flooding up on Indian Lane. They've known about that for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and now they want to use their funds to fix the flooding. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Oh my God, I gotta turn. I have to turn my phone down. I forgot that.
I mean, you can even tell when he's trying to answer the question, he can't even get his words out. He's just a blubbering mess.
Yeah.
The blub 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 blub.
I only clipped 2. So we only have 2 to go through tonight. So this is a quick, easy one. And Boozy's got to get up early tomorrow. So whatever.
A working bitch.
$100,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Lot of money.
We have to do it, and we have some cameras already. Some of the officers are already wearing them, and there's other cameras that are on order. So they are coming, and we bring it on.
Bring it on. Hey, there was an accident last Friday. A person was pulling out of First Parish, which is, for people that are watching us, First Parish is directly across from the police station. They wanted to take a left onto Washington Street. To their left, a bus was coming, a school bus, and it stopped to let them out. Hopefully that school bus has a dash cam. Well, directly across from them, the police station, a cruiser was leaving, and it was turning left. So both people are pulling out, turning left. The person coming out of First Parish saw the cruiser, and they stopped. They were stopped because they saw that cruiser coming, no lights, and it took the left, head-on collision, right there in front of the police station. Yeah, and that was last Friday. So now we're going to see what happens with. Well, okay, was the dash cam? We know the dash cam's running, so let's see what the dash cam shows on that car. Hopefully, maybe after whenever I'm sure that if anyone tries to FOIA request it, they're going to say it's an ongoing investigation. You're going to have to wait till it's over, and then you're going to have to wait 11 days. It's 10 days, folks, but it doesn't start till the day after you actually ask. So you can ask for anything, 7 o'clock in the morning. Day 1 doesn't start till the next day. Just
right.
saying. So it's 11 days. So we'll have to see if there's any footage from the police station. We'll have to see if there's any dash cam footage. We'll have to see if there's any dash cam footage from the school bus, and we'll have to see it. Was he wearing a body cam? Right? What did it catch on the body cam? I don't know.
I don't even understand. If she was already going out, why would he even leave the street or leave the department? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if she's already pulling out, like, I don't understand how.
You know what I think? And this is my opinion. What I think happened is he saw the bus stop, and it didn't open up its stop sign. It was letting people out. Maybe he thought it stopped to let him out, so he went to go take the left. And she's taking her left. She sees him coming, so she stops, and he just plows right into her. That's what I think happened. It's an accident. But you know what? It's an accident with a police department that's under a microscope, John. Right? Look at that sour face. He is not happy. Not happy there.
I mean, they kind of have a reputation for not paying attention to the road and running into things. Like, the chief.
Apparently they have the video. There is video.
Video of what?
There is video of the accident.
Oh, I thought you meant.
And available for anyone that asks for it. But right now, I think the video is only available to the insurance company. I don't know. We'll see. Just saying.
What kind of damage was there? Was it like a fender?
Oh, the car's totaled. The car's totaled. Not the Cruiser. The Cruiser's fine. They get that push plow in the front.
Oh.
Yeah. But the other car totaled. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, would you like to hear some more?
He's not even like a good public speaker. Like, it's just listening to these people just really frustrates me, but sure.
Oh, come on. Let's hear some more.
And the police audit, well, the police audit's done. They have to submit it by April 1st, excuse me. So bring it on, and we'll do what they tell us to do.
Is that his favorite movie?
What does he mean by bring it on?
It's already been brought, okay? It's already been brought.
But, like, what do you mean bring it on?
I don't know.
What does
Not
it
my
mean?
words. It's not my words. Not my words.
Bring it on?
Bring it on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. We were hired at a town meeting to bring them in, not the board, because the board had nothing to do with it. It was made crystal clear.
Wait a minute. Not the board. It was made crystal clear they didn't want the board. You know why, John? Because you all voted against it. Mm-hmm. Remember your little red cards? Your little soccer cards? You voted against it. That should be his slogan. John says, bring it on. We got to get signs. Bring it on.
All I'm going to say is this. Any Canton, Massachusetts constituents, if you have anyone that has been voted in and they don't want to be audited, every single one of you should be questioning that. Every single one of you. Because right now we're dealing with that on the Senate level too. So, like, the fact that you've got humans in Canton who have been voted in that don't want to be audited is a huge red flag. What are you hiding? What are you hiding?
I just went through some of them, right?
Oh yeah, but like, what else is there that we don't know about?
The other issue was that we had to, that's what we, to me, as I said, and I couldn't.
Wait a minute. What was that? What did you just say? Hold on. Sorry. Hold on.
That we had to, that's what we, to me, as I said, and
that's what he said?
Disagree any more than you hire from within when you can. And
you hire from within when you can. Yeah, Michelle Littlefield, huh? Mm-hmm. I said the same thing. Said this. I was screaming at my screen today when I saw this. That's why you got my little post today. You hire from within when you can. How about when it's deserved?
Or how about you hire for the best person for the job?
Oh no, the Queen's got it.
No, I can't believe you referenced her as a queen. The hell.
Yeah, but she was the queen until social media came around. But he's blaming it all on one case. He's blaming this all on Karen Reed. This has nothing to do. Well, it does a little bit. It has to do with everything, John. Everything. You do. I get it. He wants what's best for the town. The town's not the town of 30 years ago. You can't run the town from your cell phone. We're going to get into that in a minute with Susan Harrington's answer to a question, but just remember that.
Ken Berkowitz, God rest his soul, and he did one heck of a job, and Helena was the deputy, and she deserved it. And when we appointed it was hooray, hooray. But now all of a sudden, social media and the FBI is coming into town, the Department of Justice is coming to town. What happened?
this is what he wants everyone to know. He's blaming everything on social media. Everything that's wrong with the town is because of people like me who grew up in that town, who lived in that town up until just a few years ago. All right? Yes, I don't live in that town anymore, but I'm in that town every day, John. Right? I got my mother's still in that town, my brother's still in that town, my sister-in-law, they're on boards, library commissioner, planning board, historical commission. Okay, sorry, there's voices, John. He doesn't like these voices. Yeah, the lights in the center look nice, and the lights in front of town hall look, in front of the police department look nice, right?
Everyone's laughing at his face. You really are giving him good pause face, I will say.
I'm sorry. I'm not
No,
stopping
don't
it like there on
apologize.
purpose. I'm not stopping it like that on purpose. I don't mean to make this a farce. Normally I do. Normally I make it a farce, and I once again, for anyone else that watched, I'm not going to next week's select board meeting on Tuesday night because I promised them in a private meeting that I wasn't gonna. I promised them in that private meeting I was going to stop going to Mike Loughran's house, and you're going to hear about John's reaction to me in front of his house, that I was going to stop, and that they were going to bring back the town meeting, the meetings at town hall. We know where that went. I kept my end of the deal. They didn't.
They never
Yeah,
came.
look how long it took.
We were getting texts, oh, they're finally here. There was a funeral for a state trooper at the church across the street from the police station. There must have been 30 or 40 state troopers.
Police
And
state
it was all over
troopers.
social media. They're finally coming to take over the town of Canton Police Department receivership. Department of Justice said there's no charges against Canton, none. And people still don't want to believe it. And that's sad. It really is sad. Thank you.
So let me.
Okay. So there's that.
Not for nothing. I think the police department is well within its need for a consent decree. Sorry, it is. It needs to go in receivership. It's very obvious. Oh man.
Island Girl, it's been said by myself and by Eric. We let everybody speak. Excuse me. Let me burp too. Let Canton citizens do this. Could you expand on your statement, please? I just want to know where you're coming from. Let Canton citizens do this. Are you upset at the fact that I am putting light to this, but I don't live in the town? Or do you want more citizens to stand up? Expand on that, please. And I promise I am not going to get into any argument with you. I just want to know where you're coming from.
Usually Island Girl is normally pretty chill.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to understand the,
I do want to highlight Neil Kelleher. They were all shitting their
I
pants
love
that day.
Where's Neil? Where's Neil?
Good, as they should be,
You need a permit for a comment expansion. You need a permit for a comment expansion. I don't get that. People, you're lucky I can even read these things.
I was about to say, everyone.
I don't have my glasses on. And then you guys are making geez, I can't believe I'm trying to be serious here. I'm grandfathered in this town. Yeah, well, my grandmother was, I'm third generation. If I could be back in that town, I would. I love my house. I love my house. I love my neighborhood. Excuse me. The only thing I don't like, I love my neighbors. Everything about my neighborhood's awesome. My house, awesome. Everything. It's just not in Canton. Yeah. Would I like to be back in Canton? Absolutely. People, Mizzy is in the chat, and it's going to happen a couple times tonight. Sunday night is going to be a very serious night on here. We're going to have Mizzy on, and we are going to go through our own version of everything that's going on with Sandra Birchmore. So yes, we're going to have Mizzy on, and I'm going to try to. I don't have to try. I mean, the topic itself is going to keep me on my best behavior. So yeah,
You
so
will
hi,
be.
Mizzy. I will be. Hi, Mizzy. Yeah. So everybody, Sunday night 7. Before that, Boozy and I and Deb are going to the Canton High championship hockey game at the Garden.
You're really gonna make that public?
Yeah, we're going to be there. They're going to see us there. They're going to see us. Maybe I'll go live.
Surprise!
Surprise. I might go live. Maybe we'll go live from the Boston Garden. Yes. Right? I don't know if I'll make the whole game because 7 o'clock I'm going to be with Mizzy and Eric. So yeah. And I think...
Okay,
Don't
I
quote-
do. I wanted. You called out Island Girl, so I want to make sure everyone knows she's not.
Yeah.
She's not talking about us. She
Okay,
said,
there it
"Let
is.
Canton citizens speak at select board meetings. It's their town." Yes. See,
You know, Island Girl, I 100% agree with you on this statement. The worst thing in that Zoom meeting, when they do those Zooms, is they can't even control who talks. So anybody can get on there. And the same thing happens when it's live, but at least you have to show up and stand in front of the microphone, to be live. But when they do those Zoom meetings, anyone can put any name in and get on there, and they get their 3 minutes, which ruins it for everyone else. Is it a good joke sometimes? Absolutely. For no matter what side you're on, because both sides have done it. I don't like it. My costumes were so I could stand in the back, not say a word, and they all got the message. And it didn't take up any 3 minutes of time. I didn't yell into the mic. I didn't argue with anyone. I didn't scream at anyone. But they got the point. I was the elephant in the room, right? I was the chicken because they were chicken to do anything. That's what the costumes were, all right? All these people are like, oh, look at the guy in the costume. Yeah. You don't think in colonial times they used costumes to mock England? Of course they did. That's what that's all about.
I mean, I will never get over that report about chicken nuggets for balls.
I know. That is good, though, huh?
No, that is a good
I can't go to
one.
his house. I can't go to his house.
That will forever be memorialized.
Detective Mullins is in the chat.
He's got balls. He's got chicken nuggets for balls.
Chicken nuggets for balls. I can't believe I said some of the things I shouldn't even be live. I am not, everybody knows that when my brother George and I did our videos, everything was produced because I had to have some say on how stupid I looked. Yes, I look stupid in a lot of things, and I don't have a problem doing it as long as people are laughing and it's not mean. I try not to be mean-spirited. And I'm a goofball. It is what it is. So that's that. That's my take on all these things. It is what it is. Okay.
What else did he say? Was that it? What else did he say?
What else did who say?
John Conley.
Oh, I got it. It's coming up. Here we go.
Okay. I'm anxious.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think the first and foremost, we need a new police chief. And I would say preferably somebody who didn't grow up in Canton and doesn't know all the people in town, because I think that creates a coziness and a perception there to a lot of us that people aren't always objective. And I get that, I think that's just human nature. So I would like a more professional administration for the police, and I think that's the best way we can support our officers. We've lost a lot of good officers of late, and I can easily imagine, I don't know the particulars of their decision, but I can easily imagine why they might want to leave.
Okay. Let's put yourself in the shoes of someone that doesn't support Susan. Could you even make fun of that?
No, but I mean,
No.
that's so just, it's honest. There's no negativity to it. It's just straight to the point.
Straight to the point, right?
That's it.
Okay.
There's no
I'm just
accusation.
wondering because I this afternoon I thought that I'm like, oh, everyone's going to be like, oh, you're just going to attack John. You're just going to attack John. But you know what? I watched this and I said, all right, well, if I was on the other side, I can't. There's nothing there. What she said was straight from the heart, flat out truth. She told you how she felt, and she told you, what her position is on that subject.
I mean, not for nothing, considering the subject, there's a lot that could be said.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even need to be accusations. It's like with proof. And she didn't even go there.
Eric's going to be so mad at me.
Why?
Because usually he sits up at the top and he's smiling and at the end of the night, and when I go back upstairs, Mullen says, "You barely let the guy talk." Right? And here I am, the minute I think that you're going to talk, I'm just sitting there going like, "Go ahead." It's back and forth here, and I'm like, "Oh my God," he's going to be like, "How come you let her talk so much?"
Oh, no. It's a different dynamic. Oh, no. I will. No, I'm going to yap and I'll talk over you until I can talk.
I know. I'm just waiting for that text. Like, dude, why'd you let her talk so much? So
Okay, fine. I'll shut up then.
No,
myself.
no. That's Eric. No, I just, I hope he doesn't quit on me. All right, hold on.
No, we love Eric.
Okay. I know.
Yes, thank you. The present chief has worked for the town for 30 years.
We heard
In
that.
my companies in the private sector, you get a promotion if you do a good job. When we appointed this new chief, it was the crowning of the.
Oh, that's the one I already played. I already played that one.
That's okay. You're doing great.
Yeah, I played that one. I got to add the ending one. Sorry, people. Video file. It's probably.
You know what?
What?
Time out.
Okay, well, I think the
Yeah.
first and foremost,
What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Island Girl likes you. She's an island girl.
She's an
I saw
island
I know.
girl.
I still have no voice. I'm like 2.5 weeks in. I haven't got my voice back. But it's because my friggin' work. I have to freaking call in trucks all day long. I had almost 100 trucks today. So it's like, like 100 trucks that you're calling in. It's horrible. And I even thought about that. I'm like, man, I got to rest my voice for my show that I'm trying to do. Let me put Mullins up there. And let me get rid of here. Remove him from studio. All right, you ready? Let's
Yeah.
hear some more. Okay. Let's hear some more.
we need a new police chief. And I would say preferably somebody who didn't grow up in Canton and doesn't know all the people in town, because I think that creates a coziness and a perception there to a lot of us that
You already watched this.
We did?
people aren't always
Yeah, it's the
objective.
third time.
And I get that.
I keep going to the wrong one?
I think that's just human nature.
Oh.
And we bring it on. And the police
Oh, yeah, that
audit-
was Bring It On.
Well,
That was Bring It On. Yeah, you're right. Right.
Yeah.
That was Bring It On.
Cozy
That was
chief.
Bring It On. I know, cozy. I know. I should have labeled them. I had to rush. It is the same. GM. It's the same. Calm down. I'm doing this live. We're doing live. So it was that one. Let me see. Oh yeah,
Love
this
to
is
see
it. This is
Alan
the
Rappaport
closing.
here.
This is the closing.
And I'm past King Lion. Don't call President Lion. It's called King Lion. So
Oh, so earlier tonight, right? What was Rafferty? She was the queen, right? Oh, look at Eric. Eric in the chat. Yeah. Eric, you're not coming on. Just let you know. I got my co-host for the night.
Oh no, Eric can come.
No. He had his chance.
Oh,
So she was the queen, right? Let's hear from the king.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Canton Lions Club, and I see Alan Rappaport here, and I'm a past King Lion. Don't call President of the Lions, it's called King Lion.
He was the king. There's the king. 30 years, king.
So, and my father was a charter member, so I was proud of that. And the Canton Voters Guide, folks here, thank you for your hard work. Some people in this town want to take over Canton and make Canton more like Cambridge, Brookline, Newton, or even Wellesley.
What's the matter with Wellesley?
I'm what?
What's wrong
What?
with Wellesley? What's wrong with Brookline? What's wrong with Newton? What do you hate about those towns? Cambridge, I get. Cambridge, okay. You could have stopped at Cambridge. That's a shithole.
I am very confused by even trying to compare to towns that are not in Norfolk County.
I don't see what problem with Wellesley is.
Take over Canton and make Canton more like Cambridge, Brookline, Newton, or even Wellesley.
Brookline? All right, I'll give it Brookline.
But it has nothing to do with the county. What is he yapping on about? It makes no sense.
Does anyone know what's wrong with those towns? What's wrong with Newton? What's wrong with Brookline? What's wrong with Wellesley? Other than the traffic. Because the traffic is the same in Canton. Okay? Wellesley's got Route 16. Canton's got Washington Street. All right? The traffic is the same, people. Although Wellesley has Tutu Italiano. Canton does not have Tutu Italiano. You want a friggin' sandwich, you go to Tutu Italiano. There's one in Hyde Park, too, people. Tutu Italiano. That's the place when you go in. They literally will put the meat on the slicer and slice your sandwich. You know, they put all the meat and everything. They slice it as they go. And then it's in a giant roll. Oh, it's so good. You know. Boozy. Brookline's in Norfolk County, by the way.
Listen, Linda.
Just saying. Linda, listen, Linda. I love that one. Yeah, Rosie. I know. Standing Stone said they turned Rosie into Central Square. I trust me, I work right up the street from it. And the best pizza around, which blows Town Spa out of the water, is the Pleasant Cafe on Washington Street in Rosendale. The Pleasant is probably one of the best pizzas around. Just telling you. It's not a commercial for them. If I did a commercial, it would probably be for Star Drive-In. I mean, you know, you get your fraps, you get your shakes, you get your burgers, you get anything you want down at the Star Drive. I'm going to do a live show down at the Star Drive-In this summer.
You should.
I'm going to do a live show down there.
My thing is this, like, if you're going to say don't be like X, you know, X, Y, or Z, then you need to back it up with ABC. So when he's talking about Newton, what's wrong with Newton?
He might.
What don't you want to be like?
Oh, well, let's see if he tells us why we don't want to be like, why Canton shouldn't be like Newton, Wellesley.
No, thank you. We are Canton. If you're looking for a well-rounded, family-friendly...
You're looking for a what? Are we looking for a what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see what you're looking for.
Well-rounded, family-friendly suburb.
Oh, wait. A well-rounded family suburb. I think that's what he wants. A well-rounded family suburb. He probably should have had Chris Albert read this thing for him.
Yeah, Canton. If you're looking for a well-rounded, family-friendly suburb with strong...
He even giggled at himself. He gets it. You know? He got it.
Well-rounded, but like, how?
You know?
What does he consider well-rounded?
Listen, Thomas. Let's not go there. Let's not fat shame. I'm very well-rounded, but I am down to 270. So, well, 275. But he sounds like the dog from the Jetsons.
Well-rounded, family-friendly suburb.
All right, one more time. I can't. I have to.
Well-rounded, family-friendly suburb with strong schools and good commuting options to Boston, Providence, and Worcester, Canton is a great choice for you.
Boston, Providence, and Worcester, people. If you want to get to Boston, Providence, or Worcester, you want to live in Canton. Not Wellesley, not Brookline, not Westwood. You don't want to be Westwood. Well, Westwood's got Westwood Station. You don't want to be Westwood. You know?
Canton, on a fiscal basis, according to the Moody's bond rating, is rated in the top 1% of the communities in the United States.
Is that true?
Not no more.
Can someone, we have 700 people in here. Can someone look that up and see if we're in the top 1% of the United States?
Oh, isn't the whole
It's gotta be
United
true.
States?
Yeah, it's got to be true. It has to be true. He would never say that if it wasn't.
Wait,
true.
hold on. I'll Google it right now. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
What's the
It's
1% of the communities in the United States.
oh wait. What rating is that?
Canton, on a fiscal basis, according to the Moody's bond rating, is rated
The Moody's bond rating.
Moody's bond rating? I'm looking it up right now. This mother, he better not be fluffing up. Based off of Fiscal. All right, it's gonna take me a minute.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll hear it again.
for you. Canton, on a fiscal basis, according to the Moody's bond rating, is rated in the top 1% of the communities in the United States.
Top 1% of people. Canton is top 1%. That just bring it. Just bring it. Remember when they were putting Westwood Station in and they wanted to dead end Dedham Street because they didn't want the traffic from Westwood Station? I go through there every day. I do not have a problem. For a little bit, there was about like 6 months where the Westwood calming street, top 1% for corruption. Glenn, I didn't say that. You did. Yeah. Peter, he is Peter Griffin. He is Canton's version of Peter Griffin. I'm sorry, John. I went into tonight saying, don't just argue the merits. Don't make fun of them, right? Be honest. Argue the merits, all right? Because I am, like the other night, Eric was like, you need to be credible. He made me apologize. Oh, there you go. Eric last week made me apologize for posting an article about the fact that they were in negotiations with the police chief on her new contract. And we heard otherwise. So I apologized for getting it wrong, only to wait one day because it finally got put up online, the March 5th Finance Committee, in which they said they're in negotiations with the contract. So I was right all along. So I apologize for being wrong, but I was right. Have you found that yet there, Boozy, while I did my little sidebar?
Listen, there's a lot into this. Like, I'm learning a lot, but I can't find where this report is.
Thomas is bringing it tonight. If you're going to hide a body in plain sight, Canton's the place for you.
Well, it's true.
Oh my God. These should be like the vacation slogans for Canton. If you own a bed and breakfast in Canton, these are like the number one things for the people. Like, yeah, hey, I mean, we're the best town in Massachusetts if you're going to hide a body. Was there, did he find a lady in the, was there something that the woman that got caught in the nets in Boston Harbor, there was a connection to Canton? There was a burial at sea, went wrong, got caught in a fishing net. They pulled her up, and there was some connection. I don't know. I'm asking people. I'm asking. It was just in the news the other day, but I just didn't know if public swimming hole on Bolivar Street. Listen, it wasn't that it was a public swimming hole, but yes, they did swimming lessons in Bolivar Pond, right across from where the Bolivar pool is. If you go to this, what? You found it?
There's no rating on here from 2012 until 2023. Canton got rated in 2009, 2010, 2011. And then when I'm looking at the spots for 2012 through 2023, they're empty. It's empty. There's no rating.
Well, he didn't say what year.
So he's basing it off of 2011?
We don't know. He didn't say what year. Well, let's back it up a little bit.
It says data and data analytics and resources bureau, data current as of 3/13/2025. There's no rating for 2023.
What did he say? Let's
Canton, on a fiscal basis, according to the Moody's bond rating, is rated in the top 1% of the communities in the United States.
Where?
top 1% of the Canton is in the top 1% of communities in the United States.
He's a liar.
They're rocking it. Rocking it. I don't even think they're allowed Airbnbs in Canton.
I mean, you know what? If he's
Glenn,
gonna,
I don't think they're allowed B&Bs in Canton.
this is my request for John Conley in the Canton Select Board. I'm gonna actually ask for proof of this because what I'm seeing right now is I don't see it. So,
All right.
where are you getting this research from? Because I would like to know, and I'm sure the town would now like to know too.
Great. All right, let's go on. Let's see what else he's got to say.
Canton is lucky they have 60% residential and 40% commercial base.
That's probably true. And it's been true for a long time. Compared to like Sharon that has zero commercial, Canton, because of 138, Will Drive, Sharman Industrial Park, Canton, off into Ponce Street, Pequot Street, you got up FM Generator. Canton, yeah, it's a 60-40, people. There is a ton. Oh, well, don't forget Walpole Terrace. That's industrial. We all know what's down on Walpole Terrace. Don't go down there. So, am I still in a timeout just looking for answers? What's the matter? What's the matter?
No.
No? Get rid of that one?
Here's my question. Didn't he just stated in a previous answer that they couldn't afford body cams and they can't do this because it's so expensive. But then in his closing, he's stating about how Moody's has his report, how fiscally they're in the top 1% of the entire country. So if you're in the top 1%, you should be able to have funding for body cameras. Am I wrong?
They could have bought the body cameras out of their slush fund.
If he's gonna boast
Which is
about how
called
much money the
mitigation.
town, but here's the thing: if he is going to have this huge thing about how much money the town has and how great they're doing, and try to boast about it, and then at the same time say they don't have enough money for something that's very important that I don't know, I would say the majority of towns have in Massachusetts is body cameras. It's kind of an oxymoron, is it not?
They want you. They want people to believe that it's so expensive, and no other towns do it. That we don't need it. Apparently, we need it, people, on a daily basis. It's 2025. It's 2025. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I promised myself I wasn't, but I'm still going to do it. The Karen Reed trial has shown everybody that we are in desperate need for the, let's just say, cameras, video footage, like legitimate, like, I keep going back to the Sally Port on, let's just say they brought someone in one night in a cruiser, right? They pull into the Sally Port and they pull the person out of the back seat of the car and they're going to walk them into one of the cells. And God forbid something bad happens right there in the Sally Port. Whether the person had something on them that they didn't find. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And the fact that for the last 25 years, that's what they've been happy. For 25 years, they've never had a problem with having that camera system. For 25 years, they've had they want you to believe they had an inverted system. For 25 years, they want you to believe that they had a system that recorded people 5 to 10 seconds after they actually walked through the area. For 25 years, they want you to believe that they had a system that can't even make out the faces of people or anything on these people. And it's not a security cam. This is footage that could make or break like a huge case. Let's just say one of your officers got injured, right? For 25 years, they were happy with that. But yes, Glen Lake. But they rather have a stove, a gun range, a fence across the back of the police department because people walk in the woods. But the cameras are expensive.
But then they do have a working camera in there, and what do? Replace it.
Right. That's the problem, John. You have a chief who doesn't have a problem with what everybody else sees as a problem. You have three places in Sharon that you could use for training when you guys want to use a range. There's one at Cobb's Corner and there's two in Sharon that other towns use. You have, and I've said it before, instead of buying the range, this trailer, for $400,000, you could have found out what other local towns are also in the same need as you and say, hey, let's go in together. Let's go in a third with the three towns. It's a mobile range, so you can move it when you want. And the three towns can can spread the maintenance three ways, right? You use it when you need to, right? Instead of saying, "Hey, let's buy it and we'll pay $400,000 for it. We're going to use it and we're going to allow other towns to rent from us." So now you got to pay someone to be in charge of renting it and scheduling and this and that. It's messy. It's really messy.
I am just really happy that in the apartment that Sandra was in, they were able to get that video footage and not do anything with it. Thank God. Thank God.
That was probably the best footage we've seen in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
We saw his hands in his pockets. We saw he had a mask on. You saw everything. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. The best footage we saw in the last 3 years came from an iPhone when they were watching the leaf blower in the yard. When you saw the leaf blower in the snow and you got a wide field of view and yet not one piece of taillight. And I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying that was better than the dash cam from a cruiser in which they needed wipers, right? That cruiser needed wipers. All right. Between you and me, do you think they've fixed those wipers yet? Does anyone think that they said, "Oh my God, I saw that video. Someone needs to go fix those wipers"?
It depends on what statement of John Conley you believe. Do you think the town is in the top 1% fiscally of the entire United States, or do you think they're broke AF? I don't know. You have to decide for yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I do have one more. You got to stay. I got one more. I do. It's going to take me a minute to get it over from my phone over to the I hope I brought it in. Let me see. The question was the question on one of the other night was how do we work together? How do we work together? Right? And his response was, the first thing we got to do is work together. And I'm like, okay, you answered the question by saying what there was. But then he started screaming and just saying, the town is divided. People are yelling at me. The outsiders are a problem with this town. Okay. He goes, people from this town, they yell at me, and I've been, I'm a very, serious person, but, I may have yelled back, and there's things that we can't talk about, and we're not going to talk about, and nobody's accepting it. We know what we're talking about. We know what he's talking about, right? And he got into it where he said, there were people outside of my house yelling and screaming on my daughter's birthday. And she said, Dad, why are they yelling and screaming? And he said, they're not mad at you. They're mad at me. I'm just trying to do my job. All right, folks. I showed up to his house twice. All right. Yes, I was out on the sidewalk. Okay. I don't even know if that's the ending of this. It could be. Let me play the ending of this first.
This doesn't happen by mistake. You have to go after these folks. Canton just approved the tax override to build a new school. The William H. Galvin Middle School was approved by over 70% of the voters. Above all, I'm proud of my unwavering support of our public employees who truly make Canton great. Now they want to defund the police.
Has anybody wanted to defund the police? We're trying to get them to pay to get cameras. Nobody once has wanted to defund the police.
Well, just trying to make the police department be accountable and become a better department. That's it.
Not one person has ever said we want to defund the police. Not one.
Defund the police. Heaven help us.
Heaven help us.
I'm so proud and honored and humbled to have been involved in my hometown of most of my adult life. Just remember, there's no substitution for institutional knowledge. Thank you, and please consider John Conley for the select board. Have a great night and be safe.
Institutional
Thank you.
knowledge.
Institutional knowledge? Excuse me?
Yeah. He's got institutional knowledge. So he gets in. There was another question. I did the best I can in about a half an hour because I was on a I was talking with Mizzy beforehand, getting ready for Sunday's show. I had no clue I really wanted to do this tonight. It was on a whim, and thank you. I want to thank everybody that is in the chat or even watching. They're probably watching mostly for Boozy, who's not on. She doesn't have her eyes done. That's probably why she's not live.
No, okay. I just want to go over the definition. No, listen. I want to go over the definition of institutional knowledge because the fact that he's just throwing out terminology like this is quite insane. Okay. Institutional knowledge is the collective understanding, skills, experiences, and insights an organization accumulates over time, encompassing unwritten rules, culture nuances, and best practices, crucial for maintaining continuity and making informed decisions. Sir? Yep. Sir.
Sir.
The gaslighting that we have been experiencing, just overall, we just want you held
Charles
accountable.
Manson had institutional knowledge. Sorry.
You said it, not me.
Oh, I didn't say it, Thomas. They typed it. I said it.
Organized crime.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Period.
Yes, this is Canton Chronicle on a whim, Glenn. I don't know who Glenn is, but I'll tell you, Glenn is good. Glenn's good tonight.
I can't.
Eric, I think you're fired, Eric. Sorry.
No.
No,
No.
I'm just teasing you, Eric. I know he's watching.
You gotta be nice to Eric, okay?
I know. I like Eric. Eric's good.
I think we all do too, sir. You'll be nice to him.
Sir. I know. I like Eric.
Free Camry.
So back to John. So one of his other answers is So his daughter showed up at his house. It was her birthday. How was I supposed to know it's her birthday? It was a friggin' select board Tuesday night that they were Zooming yet again. And I got tired of going to to Mike Loughran's house. I wanted to change it up a little. So I went to Chapman Street. Yes, that was the night that I did have company that might have talked about his container that's in his backyard. Maybe a little Ozempic. I don't know. But yeah, John, that's what people do. I swore that if you guys weren't going to go to town hall, I was going to come to you. Okay? And that's what I did. Right? I stopped going to Mike's. And then, here's the other thing. So, and I can say it now because, hey, we're going back to people, they're going back to in-person meeting at town hall. So the day I had that 3-hour private meeting up at town hall was the same day that they had the police audit committee up at Pequot. You know the one where that's the one when Sweeney went a little crazy. Dennis went a little crazy at Pequot. You remember that one? When he was yelling at everybody at Pequot? And the fire chief had to calm everyone down because they purposely put it at Pequot so that there wouldn't be enough room and everybody was outside of the room. Right? Well, you remember that one.
Well, we also need to remember what happened up to that. Like, there were citizens already up in arms, and then they shut those citizens down, and then they had this meeting, and of course people are going to be mad. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah. So that was the day I had the 3-hour meeting up at town hall with them. And I had and Mike Loughran had said to me, he goes, "Don't go and do what you do in front of my work." And I'm like, what? He didn't like me standing out in front of the business on Neponset Street because he runs a driver's ed school, and he didn't want his driver's ed clients seeing people in front out on the sidewalk, and he didn't want to subject his clients to the fact that people were protesting him. And I said to him, I go, Mike, stop Zoom, because that was the day. Remember, that was the day he was there, and so I was on my way to his house when it wasn't even a supporter of mine that alerted me that he was there that day. It was someone from the other side. I think they just liked seeing the drama, right? And it was one of his own supporters that let me know, hey, Mike's at his business. He's not at his house. And I was headed to his house. So I'm like, okay, it's a little easier. It's Neponset Street. So that's why I was out there, and I saw his truck. And then everybody that was up at town hall, of course, I called them up at town hall, and I said, hey, if anyone wants to come down and stand here with me, Mike's down here. That was the day that he almost ran over Jimmy White, and he was so mad, and he said to me, he goes, "Don't stand out in front of my work anymore." And I said to him, I go, "Don't Zoom from your work anymore, and I won't stand there." Pretty much, stop Zooming from there. I'm going to go to wherever you Zoom. If you're going to Zoom, that's where I'm going to stand. And he just didn't like it. He didn't have a problem with me doing it in front of his house. He could care less about his neighbors. He just didn't want me doing it in front of his work.
But he's a public official. You can protest anything. And so I know you may not like it. And if you don't like it, I would say, then don't be a public official.
Right. And where I got that whole idea from was from when the Mayor Wu, when everybody was protesting her, and they were playing music in the morning for her, and they were in front of her house like all the time. I didn't do it to the extent that those people did it. I only did it during the meetings. So, So I knew that's what got his goat. And so I did it a couple more times. But then we had that meeting, and I said, all right, I'll stop if we can find a way to go back to the meeting. And I came up with like 3 or 4 pages of suggestions that Duty took. I said, do you want them? He goes, yeah, I'll take them. So Duty took the pages of, and I had everything, rearranging the room so that, the microphones and this and that, having a bingo system of letting people talk so that you couldn't like just have the same people time after time after time after time. Allowing the person behind you to give their at least 15 seconds more of a way of their time to let you finish 15 more seconds. And if they don't want to, they didn't have to. But if they want to say, yeah, you can get 15 seconds. Like I took all these and I gave it to them and they were like, oh yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. But they had no intention of ever going back. All they wanted to do was to get me to stop walking in that Halloween parade.
And it didn't work.
No.
By the way, we have a super chat from DJ.
DJ! Is that the DJ? It can't be. It doesn't look like him. Because the DJ I know has like, I'm not even going to say it. The DJ we know. But this DJ, thank you.
Thanks, DJ. We have another one, Gary, too. Oh my God, you guys.
Holy crap. I'm getting colors everywhere. For someone that's got ADD, I'm liking the colors. There's yellow and green, romper, bumper, stomper, boo. I see Gary. I see DJ. No. Jesus Christ, I'm showing my age. Romper room. You would never, Boozy, you're way too young to know what romper room is.
I've definitely heard it before, but you're right.
Of course, yeah, because when I grew up, we had 6 channels. 6 people, we had 6 channels.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Let me clarify.
2, 4, 5, 7. 25, 44, and 56. No, we had 7. We had 7 channels. People, we had 7 channels when I grew up. 7 TV channels.
Okay. But just because you're older does not mean I didn't have older technology in my home. I used to have a TV that was in like a wooden box thingy. Remember that? You have to go.
Oh, yeah, we had those. Yeah, had those.
And you had to stand up and turn the dial, and the dial would make a clicking noise. I had one of those.
I had the one where my father would tell me to go move the antennas, and I would move the antenna, and then he would tell me to stand still because it came in great. Yes. And I couldn't let go of the antenna because if I did, it would change how it came in. And, Oh, speaking of which, it's got nothing to do with the John Conley, though. So after I got out of high school, and I worked for my father for a bit, but I worked for one of my father's friends he was an electrician in Canton. And everything he worked on was live. It was horrible. I hated it. I hated being an electrician's apprentice. We worked on all the Cumberland Farms gas stations around in the area. So that we went to we went to the Cumberland Farms gas station in Sharon on North Main Street. I couldn't touch anything metal in the store because I got zapped. Everything in the store that I touched metal, like the doors to the coolers, the freezers. I was like, and everyone's looking at me like, dude, are you high? I go, I can't even touch it. I was like, ah, right? Well, apparently what had happened is the plow, when they plowed around the side of the building, had hit the pipe that goes into the building, and it had chafed a little bit of the wire. So some of the electricity was leaking out in anything metal in the building. So at the end of the day, I go back, and the boss says to me, and they had found it, but they had tested everything. They put the meters on it, and they go, yeah, there's a little electricity here, but he feels it, the rest of us don't. And I go, I'm 21, 22 years old, and you know what 21-year-old guys do. The boss says to me, he goes, hey, can I ask you a personal question? I go, what? He goes, do you drink a lot? I go, not more than any other 21-year-old. Why? He goes, because people with a lot of water in their system, that's how you felt all that electricity. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like I got a lot of water in my system. But yeah,
You're
And,
hydrated.
I was very hydrated. Yeah. Oh my God. So I played after I got out of college, I played in a men's league hockey. I started playing men's league hockey, and we were in the finals. And so me and one other guy, we decided we were going to drive up to Canada to get a bunch of Canadian beer to bring back so that when we played, we got up to the border, we got over the border, went to the store, and of course, and it's a work night. It's a regular work night. And he goes, hey, we're only an hour left into Montreal. We could go into Montreal we could go to one of the clubs for an hour or two and still make it back. I'm like, okay. We left there at 3 a.m. And I still made it to Bridgewater for 7, right? 4 hours. And my father had built the house for this guy, and I was wiring this guy's whole second floor for him. I was so hungover, I wired everything backwards, and when they went to go, everything blew every time they tried to, and he brought me into his office. He goes, hey, you're never going to do that again, are you? I go, no, it was a one-time thing only. He goes, okay. I'm like, I didn't even know I was going to drive all the way up to Montreal for the night. I drove to Montreal for the night. Went to the club till 3 o'clock and then back down. I actually dropped my buddy. My buddy lived in Waltham. I dropped him off at the exit ramp. I didn't even get off the exit ramp to bring him home because I had to get to work on time. Dropped him off at the exit. I'm like, I got to go. And I made it to work on time, but I wired the whole guy's second floor backwards.
But I have a very important question.
Yeah.
Going into Montreal,
Yeah.
did you at least get poutine?
Not that night.
Oh,
No, not that night.
what a waste of a trip.
No, I fell in love that night, but yeah, it did nothing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's what, 20-something-year-olds do.
that's nice.
Yeah. I was, oh my God. Yeah. And then, another Montreal, a quick one. I'll be quick on this one, people. My fiance, we went to Montreal the first year we were together. It was my 45th birthday. I think I was going to have to tell me I was right on this. I think it was 45. We rented a car from Logan, and I got a Camaro SS, $45 for the night. It had 1,200 miles on it. It was brand freaking new, and it was an SS. This car was fast. It was cherry red, right? Oh my God, I love that car. And we get up to the border to go in for the weekend, and we got the Intercontinental Hotel, really nice hotel. We got a suite. We had rounded corner for the windows. Well, it was beautiful. But the guy at the border, the Canadian border, is like, "Is this your car?" "No, it's not my car. I rented it." "Well, why you got such a fancy car?" I go, "'Cause it's my birthday." And he's like, he was such a snob letting us in. And but we get in. We go on our way out. We get to the border. We get to the American side. We're coming through on our way back. He didn't even look at my passports, and he goes, "Is that a real SS?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "I got it from Logan, $45 for a day." And he goes, "Is it fast?" I go, "It's freaking fast." And he goes, "Well, welcome back to America." Literally, it was like that. But the guy on the way in, the guy was such a jerk on the way in. On the way out, the kid was more concerned about the car than my passport. It was awesome. Yeah. But, so, you stayed well past when you said you were going to stay. So I'm going to end it because, holy crap, 1,000 people watched us.
Really?
Eric's going to be pissed.
Why?
Sorry, because we don't get 1,000 people. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah, you
Eric,
do.
Yeah, no, not till England logs in. It's the English people when England logs in,
Are we really going back to kings and queens again?
No, when England watches us. I know, Detective Mullins. Was I right? Mullins, was I right about the Canada story? He was such a prude to us. Why such a fancy car? Because it's my birthday and I didn't want to drive my car. For $45 a day, wouldn't you?
I'm just really upset that even like when you're drinking, you didn't go get poutine. Like that is the best type of drunk snack. Fries, gravy, and cheese. Are you kidding me?
It's not cheese. It's cheese curds.
I don't
It's
care.
cheese
It's still
curds.
cheese. It's still a type of cheese.
Oh, I got this question before we go. Brian Hale, thank you for watching me. Brian, I want to do a boudoir photo so I can do a calendar. Will you give me a discount on the photo stuff? I know you got a new camera. I don't know if you got a new computer, but I want to do a boudoir photo for a calendar shoot. I got to make some money here. What do you think, Brian? Sorry, Booze.
Brian,
You know, like those fat guys with the pumpkins with their with their wives that always do like those. I want to do a different month all the time. I'll pay you. There you go. I'll tell you, people. Brian Hale, he is the photographer. Red's a good photographer too. Of course, I forget her name. The roller derby girl. What's her name?
what?
The roller derby girl. Jason and what's her name? Mullins. What's her name? You know I'm horrible with names.
Brandy said Allison.
Allison. Yeah, Allison's the other one. The two best photographers are Allison and Brian Hill. Yes, Allison. Allison Emile. That's why, because I got her last name. I got her. But yeah. Jesus Christ. That did. I know I'm a dummy. Boozy. What do you got? Say, people. She just started her freaking YouTube and she's 5,000 something. Oh, I'm sure she's got the number. What's the number? What do you got? What do you got on your YouTube?
Hold on.
Yeah. This girl throws a YouTube up in 1 week, right? Doesn't even go live. Does some spectacular taillight video. Next thing you know, she's got like 5,200 people subscribed.
Okay, to be fair, it's been like 2.5 weeks.
Oh, 2.5 weeks. Already doubled us. Yeah. Yeah.
And the number is 5461.
5461. All right. I love it. Boozy's awesome. People, go to YouTube. What's your YouTube channel?
They're already. I just want. Oh, maybe some of you are not on YouTube.
I know.
Some of you are not on YouTube.
Most of these people are already on her YouTube. Okay.
Some of you aren't on YouTube though. Hi everyone. How are you? I'm very brand new. I do. Since you popped up the thing, all right, Brian. I apologize. Someone's on Facebook for me and just sends me photos from wherever they get it. So I apologize, but I'll definitely tag you in that video. My bad. I literally had no idea. I'm new to this, guys. I'm brand freaking new. I don't know what the hell I'm doing out there.
Brandy, she's on TikTok too. She's. Oh my God! Did you watch that TikTok last night? Did you get into that lady's TikTok? Why does it stumble so much? It paused a ton.
Brian, I apologize.
She's got 50,000 followers. Lady from Michigan on TikTok. She's just now going through the first trial. She's on day. Who'd she get through? She got through Proctor, and she's incredible. And everybody's in her chat, and everybody's trying to get her. Yes,
here's the thing.
Yes, Brandy. Her name's McKinley, and everybody wants her, and everybody wants.
Wait, okay, hold on. So
listen, I'm one of them. I just want to say
I've been in her chat. I wasn't in last night because I was in Young Jerks, and then I fell asleep.
Oh yeah, Young Jerks when he took his shirt off. I wonder where he learned that.
Oh my God!
Where'd you learn that, Mike? Huh, Mike? Where'd you learn to take the shirt off, Mike?
Stop. No, but so she's been live a couple of times before that, and I was in her chat for those, and she's very funny to watch. When she was going through Yuri's testimony, she said the reason why she went live on TikTok while she was watching Yuri was because she thought at first he was going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And then he kept talking.
Yeah. Then she realized, then she watched it and realized, like, oh my God, they're all, what'd she say? She goes, Trooper Paul. She goes, I didn't know if he was just inept or if he was, what was the word she said? Where
She's just very funny with her one-liners, and she's like a spitfire. And I said this. I forget who I commented on Twitter, X, whatever you call it. But I was like, I have a very sick enjoyment.
Her nails are spot on. I'll tell you that.
Her nails are beautiful.
Her nails were spot on, and I'm very comfortable in my masculinity. She had good nails.
But I have a very sick enjoyment of watching people that are new to the case, and whatever case it is, whether it's learning about John O'Keefe, Karen Reed, Sandra Birchmore, whatever it is, and seeing them really start to learn and understand the depths of what is going on.
Oh yeah, when you're watching them and they get those aha moments, and you're like, I told you so.
Oh, yeah. I know, but she was a peach because she was like, I don't want any spoilers. No one tell me anything.
Yep.
And I had to bite my tongue. And someone asked about the FBI, and I was like, she doesn't know about the FBI yet. Shush. And she saw my comment. She goes, what do you mean FBI? She flipped out. She goes, Lord, I can't handle this right now. What do you mean FBI?
She's amazing. She's amazing. Yeah. I tried to reach out to her. She wanted nothing from me. I was like, whatever. I watched. Aunt Deb was in there trying to get her onto his show. Yeah, Jimmy. I saw you. Nurse Kim, Melanie Little, you name it. They were all. Everyone was in there. I was in there too. Whatever. But yeah, she's good. Hey, I need weekends.
Huh?
No one really.
The comment.
I shouldn't say they tease me. Let me tell you something. The amount of people that I have no clue that what they've done before. Like, I got a lot of people that come into my work that they're retired and they're just driving trucks, a couple days a week here or there. I got a guy, he used to be the warden of Walpole Prison, right? We talk a ton about this case. I got a guy that came in and he said to me, this was just last week. I had no clue what he did. And he goes, I'm ashamed to tell people what I used to do for a living. I go, what? He goes, I was a Waltham cop for 35 years. He goes, I'm ashamed to tell anyone I was a police officer. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. I mean, we talk, it's like guys come in and out of my work. It's 3 minutes at a time. Bing, 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 bing. But it's, they come in 4 or 5 times a day. And so, I mean, it's like, and they're on top of everything. They know everything. I got a couple guys that, do they tease me? One guy told me, he goes, after one of my stories, he's like, dude, he goes, I'm going to help identify the body when they find you. I'm like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a threat? That's concerning.
No. He goes, dude, when they, after he's like, there's something big going on right now. There's going to be something big coming. And he was privy to the whole thing. And he just said, he goes, they're going to find a kilo of cocaine in your car. I'm like, oh my God, don't say that. I'm like, I'm never going to leave my house.
I don't think they'll find it in your car. Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, no.
It was snowing inside a lot of, very, very much so. Not only outside, but inside 3432.
I know.
Oh, just say it like
Jackson's
that.
Bucket of nickels. I love your name. Alan Jackson's Bucket of Nickels. So... All right, so anyways.
I don't think you should be talking about, someone finding your body either in front of Detective Mullins. I don't think that's very appropriate.
Oh, she's going to be so mad. I told you, I knew it. I knew it. You promised me. You promised me 15 years of your life. I'm like, yeah, well,
she only wants 15.
No, I told her, I go, I'm older. I got this. So I had a midlife crisis and I got divorced. And then I saw this video and I shared it with a lot of people. it's this guy that basically they said, is there something you could tell like the younger you? And he had these tickets like from skee ball, right? And he goes, you see these tickets? And he's like, and I'm butchering it, but he goes, the average lifespan of the adult male is so many years. The adult went right. He goes, so he pulls it out. He goes, all right. He goes, I'm 55 years old. So he rips off the first 55. He throws it away, right? And he's got like 25 tickets left, right? 75, whatever. And he goes, see this? This is all I got left. He goes, and it's not going to be anything like it was when I was in my youth. And he says, and you see these last 10? He goes, these last 10, you're going to be lucky if you even have them. And you're going to have no, it's going to be nothing like, you're right. So he ends up with like whatever tickets are left. And that's basically to tell you to live your life every day till its fullest. And I, like I said, I butchered the whole thing, but I have those tickets on my fridge. And what I wanted to do, I have all these tickets on my fridge that, I told her, I said, I'd love to write, each ticket is for each year that you have left in your life. Because every day you wake up, you're one day closer to death. Right? And you just got to make it the best that you can. So I wanted to, like, at the end of each year, write on the tickets, like the best things that happened to that year. Mm-hmm. So that, at the end, you get these tickets. You're like, oh, my God, there was this. We did this. So, so every day I walk by the fridge, I see those tickets on the side of the fridge. So, yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah. So I told her, so when I first met her, I told her I had only so many years left in my life. Because my father died at 68 years old. Not his fault. He stepped in a gopher hole, broke his ankle. We always thought it was going to be someone's jealous husband that shot him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, anyone from Canton knows. And they'll tell you. A lot of people from Canton, everybody, they loved my father. They hate me. They love my father. Gary will tell you. Everybody loved my father. Even the lesbians loved my father.
Okay, you know what? See, I'm here to keep you in chat. None of that kind of talk.
But it's true. My father didn't drink, and he couldn't swear. He didn't swear. But his one weakness was women. So he wasn't the most faithful guy, and it is what it is. And so he just, that was his thing. So he had moved down to Pennsylvania late in life on a whim to go work at a hockey rink. And it was a double hockey rink, but they weren't in one building. It was two barn buildings. So he went and made ice in this building, went out to the next building, and he stepped in a gopher hole and broke his ankle. So a year later, he's pissed. He's 68 years old, and he's mad that every time he tries to still skate, it hurts. Now, if I was him, I'd be like, well, I quit skating. But no, he went and had it reset, and he ended up getting all these blood clots. And I got pictures of him, and I'm not going to show them, but they look like these bloody earthworms. That's what these blood clots were. I got the picture from the, they were on the table. But he ended up getting these these blood clots up to his lungs. And the day he died, he had called me, and he's like, well, no, I called him because we used to take turns. And I'm like, Dad, what the hell? I didn't say hell. I said F. And he goes, what? I go, it was your turn to call me. He goes, oh, my God. And now he's in the rehab of the hospital. He had already had his ankle reset and everything. And he goes, they let me have my dog in the hospital. And he had this beautiful golden retriever. When he used to make ice, the dog stood on the top of the Zamboni. He's driving around the hockey rink with this dog standing on, it was literally like Snoopy, right? And I'm like, Dad, I go, and he goes, yeah. He goes, and the dog's been so good, they said she can stay the night. And the dog's name was Duchess. I'm like, really? I go, Dad, where are you? He goes, I'm sitting in the chair. I go, where's the dog? He goes, the dog's in the bed. I'm like, okay. Well, later that night, apparently, so I go to bed. I get a call at like 1 a.m. He got out of the chair to get in bed with the dog, keeled over and died because they had put a mesh filter in his leg, but it didn't catch all the clots from his ankle, and it went up and killed him. And yeah, so at least he got to die with his dog. But yeah, we like I said, we always thought it was going to be someone's jealous husband that did him in, and it ended up being a gopher. So yeah, that's how my yeah, I know. We're meeting a dog tomorrow at 4:30 to see. It's a deaf dog, a beautiful white deaf dog, to see if maybe our dog Dylan wants a friend.
Oh, deaf dogs are hysterical.
Yeah.
They're just very da 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 da.
Yeah.
I'm a deaf dog. Da da da. You know, they just love life.
But I need a favor. I have to run upstairs for 1 minute. So you gotta run the show for 45 seconds. Go.
Okay. So what do we want to talk about? Her name is Duchess. Oh, but I like that name for the new dog. I don't know why he's gonna trust me because Eric. I'm not gonna say anything bad. I think Eric, John's real co-host, might be having a panic attack right now. What is Boozy gonna talk about? There's a lot of things I could say right now. I won't. I'll behave. I'll behave. But yeah, I can't highlight comments because I don't have the authority to. But I do want to point out what Brian Hale said. He said, I do a photo book for myself at the end of each year showing the most meaningful ones to me taken that year. New places, people, techniques, things that were featured somewhere. I love that idea. Because John was talking about how he does the notes. Boston Brandy. Ha ha ha. It's so hard to behave though, isn't it? Listen, over on TikTok land, I was pretty wild. It was a grand old time. I feel like on YouTube land, I got to be a little more PG. You know? I'm also not trying to have someone get in trouble because of my actions. Eric said, let it rip. I don't know if you want me to let it rip. Yeah, I don't know. I've been looking at all the O'Keefe evidence taillight pictures again, and I just don't understand how a piece of taillight ended up over a footprint. Over. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. I don't get it. Eric's like, okay, be quiet. LOL, there's no tampering here. Magical taillight. Did John tell you the third choice? Gary! No, he said I was the second choice. Hold on, wait a minute. Jonathan? That is so rude. That is so rude.
What?
Listen, I'm not bringing up Jell-O, okay?
Gary, you big mouth, you. Gary, you got
Listen.
such a big mouth.
So rude.
Gary. All right, Gary. Gary. Yeah, I asked Gary if he wanted to come on, but he had a meeting. So
Listen, I am totally here for the shits and gigs, okay? But can we not, talk about the Jell-O again? LOL. LOL.
Yeah.
Gary.
Oh my God! It looks like a bulldog. Alan Jackson's Bucket of Nickels. I don't know if it's a bulldog or not, but she looks like a bulldog. It's like whatever that dog is from the Little Rascals. She's a big white dog with small ears. Maybe it's an American bulldog. I don't know. Yeah, but we're gonna see it tomorrow at 4:30.
Deaf dogs are adorable.
I know.
I'm here for the shiggles.
Yeah. Well,
Glenn, I'm going to call it shiggles from now on.
Tell Mullins what the Jell-O is.
Well, I don't know because I don't know about the Jell-O. What's with the Jell-O? I don't know. Why don't we talk about the Jell-O, Gary?
Oh, I thought Jell-O meant jealous.
No, you don't remember? We were talking about
Jell-O.
the colonoscopies.
Oh, he had to have Jell-O. Yeah, well, Gary, we're not allowed to talk about that.
Wow, you guys really, really are old if you don't remember. What's
No,
going on with
I
your
remember.
memory?
I remember. I forget, but because they can call the young jerk jelly and Jello. I don't know. Whatever.
Wow.
And you were on that show last night too. Boozy's making the rounds on all these shows. People just want to let you know she's
In his butt.
whoring herself out to all the video, all the channels. You know, she's the new hot thing.
No, no,
On my
no.
channel, you get to see a little thing moving around. On the other channel, she actually did her makeup. Yeah.
I'm sorry. This was last minute, and I agreed to do
it. Was
it.
very last minute. It was very, and I appreciate you because I didn't even Eric's in the chat. He knows. I think I told him. I don't know. It was like 6:30 when did I text you? Because actually Gary will know. When I said, "Hey, you know what? I'm thinking of." Literally, it just kind of just came. I'm like, I'm thinking I'm gonna go live tonight. It was on a whim. And Gary's like, "Yeah, no, I got a meeting. Can't go." Yeah.
I mean,
Glenda.
listen, I think we're talking about accountability and honesty. Like, honesty is the best policy. So if I was third choice, I'm fine with that. But at least be honest with me, sir.
Second choice.
No, third.
Who's the first? Gary.
I don't know. I
You were
don't know.
second.
Guess what Gary said.
No.
Look at me over here disbelieving Gary right off the gate.
Gary, shut your pie hole, Gary. She was second. All right, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. In my head, you were third, but I never acted on the second.
Okay, that doesn't make it any better.
No. I didn't even text the second.
Oh, well, that doesn't make it any better. Eric's always going to be the first, though.
No, Eric. Okay.
Thank you,
So
Brandy.
that's semantics.
Brandy said that's
semantics.
worse. Thank you.
No. That's semantics. Eric's the co-host. So he's not first. Eric's the co-host. Okay. My first choice was I went to Gary because I'm like, hey, guy from Canton. Gary's, I kept promising I'd let him on. But yeah, he was busy. Okay. So that's first, right? Gary's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I never called him, never texted him. It was just a fleeting thought, right? And then, Boozy, you were the third.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Jimmy, all right? It was Jimmy. I thought but then, this is the reason why I didn't even do it. I'm like, you know what? I don't think Jimmy knows enough about Canton. I go, Boozy knows more about Canton. So that's why I did it. That's why I
Even
did it.
my both of my dogs right now are barking. They know it's bullshit what you're saying.
No, I honestly thought, I'm like, you know what? She brings more to the table. She knows more about the corruption. She knows more about all the stuff that's going on. Jimmy is funny. Yes. Yeah. Would I have a good time with Jimmy? Yeah. We'd yuck it up, but that's not what I really wanted the show to be about. So yes. So.
First of all, Rich Schiffer, I was fourth, so who's crying? But then Eric goes, Boozy's going to throw a wrench at you.
I
Yes,
know.
absolutely. And guess what? I don't think you all understand. One of my
here's the
favorite
problem.
gifts. One of my favorite gifts is this woman chucking a wrench at someone. So yes, that will physically be me. You wanna mess with me? Boink.
I thought the numbers would die quick, and the fucking problem is the numbers are going up. Not that I care about the numbers. I don't. I really don't. And Eric knows that. I care about getting the message out. But it is fun to look at. I'm not lying. It is fun to look at the numbers. I'm like, I can't believe there's 1,000 people watching me fucking talking to a picture of a girl with her in the woods.
No, that's actually a vineyard, and it was actually in Napa Valley.
A vineyard. Sorry.
Listen, Linda. She's jealous. She's a jealous John.
Oh, boozy in a vineyard, people. Dude, you're gonna get so many trolls tomorrow.
Hello.
You're gonna get the trolls tomorrow. I get the same 2 trolls.
Okay, but
I
can
get
we not?
I get the Karen. I get the. I get Karen, right? And I get who's the other one? I just get the same 2 on Twitter.
Yeah, but like they're like going by my job and things. Like, can we not bring this into real life? Troll me all you want, but the moment you go by my workplace, like now I have to get police involved. Just don't do that. Just
Yeah.
don't. I don't show up at your jobs. Don't. I don't go to your house. Leave me alone.
They're totally gonna do that now on you.
They've already been by my house. Cuckoo choose.
No, I meant your work. They gotta take a, what was the other one? Karen is guilty? Karen is something. But those are the only two. Oh, and Jim Phillips. I get three. I get Jim Phillips, plea Karen plea, and Karen is something. I can't, I don't know where it is. She, I think it's Jen, but I don't know. But she hasn't gone after me in a while.
Well, it tends to be the same bulk of people, and then they keep going out with more and more accounts. So
Yeah. Guys, how did we do tonight? Did we do all right? You guys, did we entertain you? I don't go to your mom's. Glenn, I'm in my basement. I just, did we entertain? I hope we entertained you, and I hope Boozy was a good replacement. She's not a replacement, a substitution. I hope Boozy was a good substitution for Eric. Guys, Sunday night we got Mizzy, 7:00. Sunday afternoon, I think it's the 6th time in 10 years Canton's gone to the state finals at the Garden. All right, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. Bill Ricker, come on, Bill. Didn't something else happen in Bill Ricker? Wasn't a lacrosse or field hockey in Bill Ricker? I don't know. I was mediocre. See, you were Boo. Boo was amazing. Now they call you Boo. Look at that. They're calling you Boo.
I like
You already
Boo.
have a nickname. You got a nickname. That was my nickname. My father used to call me Boo when I was a little kid.
Can
was
I
Boo.
be a actual delicious chicken parm sub and not mediocre?
As long as you keep the audio down.
Okay.
As long as you keep the audio down and you don't wiretap someone, you can.
Wiretap? What?
Yeah, don't be wiretapping anybody.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Holy
I just
crap.
want to.
Hey, we gotta stay on for one more minute. We're at 10.99. I just want to see 1100 now. Now we get somebody text all your cronks and tell them, hey, it just went down too. They left. Fuck, whatever.
Listen,
Yeah,
it's
see what
okay.
happens? See what happens? I got all excited, and they're like, "Fuck this, we're out of here." Two
Yeah,
people,
you
we're
know
outta
what?
here.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. Back in the day when I used to do TikTok Live, John would come on all the time. He got
In
an
the middle
alert
of the
from
night. In the middle of the night.
He got an alert that he was on one of my videos, and then all of a sudden he popped into my live, and I was like, "Ooh, you have juice? Please do tell."
Oh, that's not how it started. I don't even know why I got on TikTok. I don't remember why, but somebody told me. Somebody told me. Oh my God, someone was talking. That's what it was. Somebody was talking about me on TikTok, and I had to go on TikTok to see it. But what happened was with my ADD, I saw the wig girl. Anyone that wigging out, right? So there's this girl from Texas. She's like maybe 100 pounds. And she's got like 50 wigs on the wall. And if you get in her chat, you're like, try wig number 33 on. And she's like, oh, okay. She goes and gets 33. And I'm like, oh my God, I like they're actually reading my stuff. And so then I'm like, I'm going to buy one for my girlfriend. So I bought one and they showed up. And they show up in these like Ziploc bags and shit. It's like, wow. Right? So I bought 3. And then, of course, I'm like, hey, I already bought one of these from you. And I'll tell you, I don't know. That's got to be the only thing she does. Her husband must work, and she's just in this giant friggin' room in her house selling wigs.
I don't know. So a lot of people might be lost. So if you only think TikTok is videos, they have quickly shifted into almost like a Google platform for videos, but also a big shopping platform. Like it's like every other when you scroll, it
They have
becomes
Matchbox car races.
They
They have them betting on Matchbox cars. Like they have this whole track and shit. Oh yeah, and marble
It's
races.
crazy.
They got marble races. I'm betting on the green marble.
You know, but for any of my like home shopping network or QVC friends, you got to get on TikTok. You can get way better deals on TikTok.
Way better deals on TikTok. Look at this. This microphone I bought in the TikTok shop. It was like $40. I bought that one.
Wait,
Yeah, I can change it. Look,
I had that same. I had that same exact microphone, and I can't figure it
Mullins.
out.
Oh, I love it. Mullins came down. She's like, that's a new microphone. That's not the same microphone. Like now I'm into $80. I'm $80 in, 40 on each mic.
You know what though? You're going to have to tell me how you set that up because I have that exact same one.
It's a USB. It was $40 and it just plug it USB into the computer. But it came with this whole little like arm. Yeah.
It came with an arm. Mine didn't.
No, the other one did. The Mongo. No, I'll tell you what it is later. I'll have to remember what the other one is. The other one had a little screen, but I like this one way better, and it was only $40.
Yeah, you just got to be careful of the off button. It's very touchy.
Yeah, you just can't touch it. And the same thing with the lights. Like you gotta, So yeah.
I learned that really quickly.
I feel like CPU Tommy now. I literally feel like I went legit. Like I'm like, oh well, all the other people have it. But then I go watch like Edelman's podcast, and they're all holding it. Like they don't have the arm; they just hold the thing.
Well, that's the thing.
Him and Gronk. I have the couch behind me. Look, I got the couch behind me. I'm gonna be on Aunt Deb's. Aunt Deb's gonna interview me. Believe it or not. So I was going to set it up so that when he interviews me, I'm like sitting back on the couch, all comfortable, waiting for my questions. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful with that microphone because that's what I was trying to figure out. Like the buttons are on top and they're very sensitive.
Yeah. And then, see what I mean? You barely touch it and it shuts off.
I know. Yeah. That's what happened to me. Same thing. And everyone's like, you can't hear you. Can't hear you. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Holy crap. 1101.
Look at that.
We hit 1,100 people. We hit 1,100.
See, you just need to
Eric, you're fired.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding, Eric.
No.
Listen, I'm just surprised more than 10 people watch me. I figured 5 that like me and 5 that can't fucking stand me that want to friggin' tool on me the next day.
Brian Hale just said, if you really want to look fancy, get a magic arm. So I said this yesterday on, no. They have like really big fat ones. No.
That's what she said.
Okay, shut up. So
sorry.
I said this on Young Jerks last night, but John told me about this amazing like technology store in Cambridge.
Isn't that place amazing?
Okay,
my brother took me.
Okay, but I don't think you understand.
What's it called?
It's a micro center or something like that.
Micro center, yeah. Micro center. People, think of, it's bigger than a Best Buy. It's bigger than a Best Buy. Yeah, maybe the same. Think of a Best Buy, but just for like geeks. And I'm not even a geek.
I mean, they have literally every single like cord you could possibly think of.
I walked in and I saw this curved monitor that was like $200, right? And I'm like, oh my God, George, I want this. And he goes, you don't need a curved monitor. I go, oh my God, it's a curved monitor. He goes, dude, go get a $4 US, what do you call these fucking, excuse me, what are those, the big plugs that go to your TV? HDMI.
HDMI.
Yeah, go get a big HDMI cable and run it to your TV, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm like, but this one's curved. He goes, you don't need a curved. We're getting you a laptop. I'm like, I'm 52 going on 53 buying my first laptop ever. Yeah.
Well,
I've been working off my phone for the past 5 years, making memes, making videos off a friggin' Galaxy. And now I got my first laptop. And then the only thing I use my laptop for is to StreamYard. I never use it. I don't even use it.
So anyways, back to the microphone stand. I stood in front of those stands for 30 minutes trying to figure out what the hell I wanted. And when I tell you, I probably had like 4 or 5 different of the workers walking by being like, oh, you're still over here? Oh, you're still over here? I'm like, yes,
and they're so nice.
They're so nice.
Yeah. They just put a little sticker. If you decide to buy something, they go, "Oh, hold on a minute," and they sticker it. They have their little their barcode sticker so that they get their commission. I bought these $8 headphones because I didn't want to have these huge fucking things on my head. Right, $8. He puts a little sticker on it. So I don't know. What do you get? $1?
To rub it in a little bit, I did end up getting a curved monitor though.
I know you did, and it's still in the box.
Still in the box because I don't want to open it until I'm ready to set it up.
Right.
That's what she said. Doesn't even make sense for that type of thing.
I like saying it all the time. It's still in the box.
A duck on a box. A duck in a box. That makes no sense.
No, just box. Mullins, help me out here, Mullins.
Oh, come on.
I don't care.
Oh, come
I'm 12.
on.
Remember, I'm a 12-year-old.
No, it's more like 7.
Speaking of 12-year-olds, and feel free to say, no, I can't. Since we're going to the game on Sunday, can you talk about the last game or no? Can you tell the story about the last Canton game or no? Can you tone it down a little? No? Can you? You don't have to say the names of the people. You could just say there was individual one and individual, No? It is cute. It is funny.
I mean, it's kind of bad considering the person.
We don't have to say who the person is. We don't have to say who the person is.
Why can't I say the person's name?
You can. I'm just asking, but I want to hear I want to hear the story about what happened at the last hockey game.
So it wasn't the last hockey game.
Oh, it was Milton. It was against Milton.
It was Canton versus Milton.
How about this? People, do you want to hear about what happened at the Canton Milton game with some of the fans? Give us a yes if you do. Give me 99 cents if you do. No, I'm kidding.
No, you can't do that.
No, I know. I'm joking.
You can't do that.
Oh my God. Do you guys want to hear about the game? Yeah. All right. We got one yes. Neil, yes. Look at this. Yes. You gotta, come on. I know you can say it in such a way that won't get us in trouble.
My only thing is this, okay?
Okay.
Actually, no, it was down in Bourne. Here's the deal.
The dealio. We're gonna get the dealio.
I have said over and over again, I talk to a lot of people. People just talk to me. People like to talk to me.
It's amazing.
I deal with all walks of life, okay? I will talk to anyone of any age. And
yeah, you're talking to me. Could be your dad.
No. No, you couldn't. But that also means teenagers. And when I say teenagers talk. Yes. Especially when someone they're talking to has a platform. Mm-hmm. So we're very familiar with Canton's hockey team, right? They're in the playoffs, things, whatever you want to call it, for the high school.
We're in the championship. Yep, we're in the playoffs.
So we know that Canton-Milton rivalry, whatever's going on.
It's not a rivalry. We kicked their ass, but go ahead.
I don't care. Don't know.
Canton Franklin. No, Canton Franklin's a rivalry. No, Canton. Just so you know, I know you're not from Canton. You're over by Morrissey's dock. Canton Franklin's the rivalry. But go ahead. Anyway, so Canton Milton.
Anyways, I mean, what happened in the stands certainly seemed like there was a rivalry of some sort. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure we're all well aware of how large the Karen Reed trial has gotten. And in this facility,
it crosses over to hockey?
I mean, it crosses over to football. Like, why would it not cross over to hockey, too?
Yeah, because hockey's sacred.
Well, I mean, you also need to remember who hockey fans are. Very boisterous, and they love to see the fights, and they love to see these things. So it's bound to happen that, people are going to start fighting. So, in the stands, they pretty much had it, split. There was one side Canton, one side Milton.
Which, okay, Boozy, for high school hockey, especially in the playoffs, they purposely do that. All the schools, they put, excuse me, people, they put one school on this side and one school on that side, except for when Canton plays Westwood, because Ponkapog is the home rink for both of them. They kind of intertwine. But for the most part, they keep them separated because kids are kids. Testosterone.
Well, that's also like what these people told me, was that, the officers there were doing their best, including Canton officers, were doing their best to keep, those kids on that side and those kids on the other side. Well,
Yeah.
obviously there's going to be a little crossover because of the bathrooms. That's a given. Total given.
Mm-hmm.
So, now what they were trying to do is you don't want the Milton kids walking around the Canton kids. You don't want the Canton kids walking through the Milton kids. If you have to go to your seat and you're all the way on the other side, you walk all the way around. Stay on your side. Well, there was a certain
Person.
son.
We don't. We know. We know who it is. It's a certain person, people.
That had a full face of paint on him.
Full. Was it a big green C or was it just a big green? It was just a green face.
I was just told it was a full face paint.
Full face paint. Well, hey, he's very spiritual. I mean,
So, anyways,
had nothing to listen, people. This person, at least that night, had nothing to do with any rabbits. If you know what I mean. Does that help?
yes,
Right?
he did.
That night?
Not that night, but he did.
That's
prior.
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That night at the
I
hockey
sure-
rink, there were
I sure
no
hope
rabbits
you're not-
involved.
I sure hope you're not bringing dead bunnies into a public space like that. It was
Not
bad
into a
enough.
hockey rink. Yeah, no rabbits in
Anywhere.
the hockey rink. Yes.
Not
Right.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, this person and their buddies are leaving the bathroom, and against, wishes of the authorities,
Hey boy, you might want to go right. Yeah, I'm going left.
he wanted to take the shortcut and cut through the Milton fans. And the Milton fans were already yelling, "Free Karen Reed! Free Karen Reed!" This was already happening. I was told that against the wishes of the authorities and also his friends, who were also like, "Hey, I don't think we should go over there," this person, full ball, said, "I don't care. I'm going to walk through." And walking through the crowd of "Free Karen Reed, Free Karen Reed," this person turned to the stands and started yelling, "I don't fucking care. I'll fucking kill you all."
Testosterone.
And then there was
Tell ya.
one. There was no, hold on.
Got more balls than his brother.
There was one fan that goes, "Yeah, that tracks." And then he proceeded to tuck his tail and run away.
Yeah.
Which, frankly, is very on par from what we've seen elsewhere when it comes to his family members. Very on par.
Mm-hmm.
That tracks.
That's gonna be my new name. Call me
But
Tracks.
just
Call me
the, just
Tracks.
the but also just the gall, just to look at all these people, like a sea of students, a sea of kids, and just be like, "I'll kill you all." Oh, really? Really? Because if we're going to be talking about psychopathic tendencies, where does that start? I don't know. Maybe killing animals. And now you're actually going to do threats like
let me
that?
tell you where
That's concerning.
Where I disagree with you is
What?
he's got a set. He stood up by himself. It's not like he had his buddies with him. Hold me back. Hold me back. He did it by himself. I got to give him credit as a hockey player. As a hockey player, I got to give him credit. So Mullins isn't really into sports, and when she first started dating me, she had never come to one of my men's league hockey games. And I tried to tell her, like, listen, I'm allowed. I shouldn't say allowed. I just know the loopholes. But I get in one fight a year. I used to get in two, but, because winter season, summer season, it's one per season, right? Because your second one, then you're done. So I get one per season. So it was right around COVID time, too. We were in Foxborough. I kept telling her, listen, I'm just giving you a heads up. I haven't had one yet this year. We only have like 3 or 4 more games. No, Mullins, I'm going to tell it.
Oh, jeez.
I only got 3 or 4 more games before the end of the season. I wanted to get it out before the playoffs because I don't want to get kicked out for the playoffs. And so she's sitting behind. She's the only fan. And it's one of those things. After nobody brings their girlfriends or their wives anymore. Once you're over 30, nobody brings their girlfriend or wives. But it was new and it was close. I mean, we lived. Our apartment was close, and so we're in Foxborough. She's sitting right behind in the bleachers, right behind the hockey net, my end, and my goalie covers the puck. And this goalie has seen a lot of my shenanigans, let me just say. And he covers the puck, and the kid just gives me just a little jab. And this is a kid that still has the stickers on his helmet. And anyone that plays hockey, men's league hockey, if you play against a kid that still has his stickers on his helmet, right, or he still's got his cage on, or this or that, still has like his high school hockey socks, you know that this kid is still living it, right? And I didn't say a word, and he just gives me this just little cross check right to the arms. And I just looked at him, and he goes, "Oh, let me guess, you're the toughest guy on the ice." And that's all it took. And I picked him up like it was WWF. I picked him up, and I body slammed him into the ice. And everyone pig piled on me. And as they're all on top, I'm in there giving them the business. I'm just like, right? And I never took my
you're
gloves
giving him
off.
the business.
I'm giving him the business, right? I never took my gloves off. So as long as you don't take your gloves off, technically it's not a fight, right? The rules, right? So the refs pull everybody off, and I skate as fast as I can to the penalty box because I'm thinking, okay, I'll get the minute and a half. I won't get kicked out. And I get in the box, and the guys on my bench are and they're laughing hysterically, and they're like, "Dude, your girlfriend left." And I look behind, I'm like, "Oh my God, she's gone," right? Game's almost over. I get undressed as quick as I can, take a shower, race back to the apartment. She's full tears, packing her stuff. You didn't tell me it was like that. Like she had never been to a hockey game before in her life. I'm like, listen, I get one a year. I go, the kid literally challenged me. He's like, "Oh, you're the toughest guy in the league." I'm like, I had to show him. I go, I have a reputation in this league. I have to, right? I go, it was like a code of honor. I'm like, I had to do it. So,
I really hate to burst your bubble, but you actually don't have to.
Yeah, I did, because he still had his stickers on his helmet, and I'm like, oh, this kid. The one thing my father taught me was like he always used to say, "There's always going to be someone bigger, badder, and faster." Right? He goes, "You're never." And my father was a realistic, and most of the people, anyone that knows, they know. I mean, I was, when I was in college, we used to play. I worked at a bunch of rinks, so I had the keys. And one morning we're playing, and there was this kid from South Boston. His name was Sweeney, and he had played over in Europe. And I had I was still in college and playing college hockey, and my father's late 40s, and we're sitting on the bench, and I'm watching this kid fly up and down. He's got his shirt flowing, and every shot he takes, nowhere near the net. It's hitting the glass and everything. And I turn to my father. I go, "Dad," I go, "I'm just as good as him." And he looked at me and goes, No, you're not." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "You think that kid's trying?" He goes, "He ain't trying." So for the rest of that hour, all I did was try to chase him around and make sure that he wouldn't even get another shot off because I was so mad at my father for saying I sucked. I'm like, dude, I played college hockey. And at the time, I was so mad. But he was right. The kid was good. The kid was so good. He played over in Europe. But yeah. So I did have to take the kid when he challenged me to teach him, like, I might be a little older than you, but you know what? I have a reputation. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you do have a reputation.
Yeah. Thomas, Slapshot. My father played with the guy in Slapshot. There's a guy at the end of Slapshot. His name is Poodles Lucier. He comes out right after the Indian. When my father played down in the Cape Cod League, he played against that guy. The guy's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, Slapshot's awesome.
Because it was a question asked to me. No, I've never seen the movie Slapshot.
Of course not, because she's a girl.
No, it's not gonna get.
What are you? Are you a millennial? Are you a millennial? What are you?
What do you think I am? What do I act like?
I don't know.
Say it.
Mullins knows because I go, you're like my other daughter.
I could take that.
Mullins knows that. I say it all the time. It's true. I'm like, oh my God, she could be my other, because my stepdaughter she went to Dean just like you, same time. I'm like, yeah.
Which is kind of wild that it's such a small school, and I literally had no idea who she was.
Yeah, but
Wild.
Yeah, Cutting Edge toe pick. Oh my God.
What about the Cutting Edge? What's that? Is that another movie?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. D.B. Sweeney and Moya Keneally. Is that her name? Amber. Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, people. 11:56 now. Chick flicks. I probably know almost every chick flick. Horror movies, forget it. I don't even ask me about horror movies. But any chick flick or pretty much any sports flick, I'm all over them.
I'm sure you know a couple of good horror movies, though.
Yeah, religious horror movies.
Religious? No. I'm talking about like hold on, like The Ring.
Go ahead.
You don't know The Ring?
No, never saw it.
You never saw The Ring?
My stepdaughter has all of them. She's got every DVD. Yeah, no.
Oh man, what about Saw? Like thriller kind of?
No. If it's a horror movie that could be real, I don't want to see anything about it.
Wait,
if it's
Saw is
Godzilla,
sick, though.
I'll watch Godzilla. No, it's sick. It could happen. Some freak with money could set up some fucking trap for some drunk people. The centipede thing. Nope, don't want to see it.
You know
don't
what though? It's not that they could; it's they do, and one of the names is Diddy. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh,
It happens.
Yep. Eric. No, Eric, you're the co-host, Eric.
Ooh, put that up. Eric, I like the sound of that. John, I'm thinking Boozy the host and Eric the co-host. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the movies.
No, you have to bypass that.
Back to the movies. Exorcist. Yes, Thomas, I will watch any religious horror movie. The Exorcist, Rosemary's Baby, any of that stuff. Poltergeists, like any of that stuff. I won't watch Hills Have Eyes. I won't watch Saw. None of those. I don't want any of those.
John, you're fired.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have no idea. That's the best compliment ever. I finally have something on John Camo. Hell yeah.
I will watch any chick. Oh my God, any movie with Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson. Oh yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell. Yep.
Ooh, I'm with Mizzy with the psychological thrillers. Yes.
Oh, I'll watch those. Mizzy. Oh wait, sorry, Mizzy. I'll watch like Along Came a Spider. Oh my God, what's her name there? Hello, Nick. Ash. Judd. What's her name? She was with Tommy Lee. The Double Jeopardy. Remember that movie? Ashley Judd and where she kills her husband. Well, she didn't really kill him. He wanted everyone to think she killed him. Yeah, Brandy, Double Jeopardy. What was Tommy Lee Jones? It was Ashley Judd and Ashley Judd. Shutter Island. I delivered material up to Medfield to the state prison where they shot Shutter Island. Yes, yeah, Mullins, Ashley Judd. She's in my top 10.
I was in a movie once.
Were you?
Yeah, me and my friend were visiting Water Whiz.
Oh, don't tell me you were in an Adam Sandler movie. You were in Grown Ups?
We're in the very end credits as extras. We didn't get paid or anything. We're like, can you just be like people like in the pool and doing walk-bys? We're like, hell yeah. And I ended up in one of the final shots.
Mullins, we got to watch Grown Ups. Was it Grown Ups or Grown Ups 2?
I think it was the first one.
Yeah, Grown
Down
Ups.
at Water Whiz.
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs. I'll watch that because there's no way that could happen. Ashley Judd. Yeah, Kiss the Girls. Kiss the Girls. Along Came a Star. Ashley Judd was amazing in so many movies. Love all that. See, this is the stuff I would have talked with Mazza on, but Mazza just, I don't know, he freaked out on me and I apologized and he said I didn't have to apologize, but I don't have the relationship I have with Mazza that I do with you, so you're going to have to listen to all my movies.
Well, to be fair, you can be a little scary, and you can be a little.
I am a lot for people.
No, you're not a lot. You can be. What's the word I'm thinking of? Unpredictable.
Yeah.
I think that scares some people, which is fine. But
Yeah.
I know how to roll with it because I'm just going to give it right back to you.
I know. Yeah. So, oh my God, the Water Whiz. I've only been to one water park.
Water Whiz is where it's at. Like people don't talk about Water Whiz enough. And really though, if you just want to go sit your ass in a lazy river, go down there. It's a lot safer than the ocean.
True.
Oh, Brittany Murphy. Oh, she's one of my favorites.
Oh, Brittany Murphy. She's dead. How could she be your favorite?
Can
She's
you not
dead.
remind me? Are you trying to make me cry? Like, don't remind us.
Why? Did you like her?
I loved her. She was one of my
What was that one
favorites.
movie? What was that? Oh, did you tell me you Silver Lining Playbook? Yes or no?
I think I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
Oh, it's with people give me the I love she's got that deep voice though.
Silver Lining. Hold on.
Yeah. Come on. What's
Hold
her?
Silver Linings Playbook, 2012.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Jennifer.
Jennifer. Yeah.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper, Jen Lawrence, Robert De Niro, Chris Tucker. Oh, God, that was an
they're both
all-star
drunks.
cast.
They're both drunks. Yeah, they're both drunks in rehab. Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Yeah, that's another one.
Do you guys
Great movie.
remember Julia Stiles? Like, she was like the...
Shovel Face. Yeah, she was in the Born Supremacy.
She was like the queen of like rom-coms too back in the day.
Oh, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Yeah.
No, that's Kate Hudson.
With Heath Ledger. Oh my God, that was my man crush. I wanted to be Heath Ledger, except for killing myself part.
I was about to
I
say,
wanted to do
he's dead.
Yeah. A Knight's Tale. A Knight's Tale is awesome. Yeah.
Jen Lawrence is funny.
Yeah. Yeah. She's top 10. Yep.
Honestly, though, I don't go to
She's
the
right
movies.
up there. She's right up there with Judge Judy and Betty White. Yeah, she's in my top 10.
Oh, Betty White, bless her heart.
Oh my God, Betty White. She's top 5 for me.
Oh God, yeah. No,
Yeah.
no one better talk bad about
Oh no,
her.
no, you don't understand my top. When I say top, it's a top 5.
Oh no, she's like. You want to talk about queens? That's not Helena
No.
Rafferty. It's Betty White.
I'm talking about like making love to a woman.
Okay.
See, I can picture myself
Nope.
with Betty White.
Don't picture. You stop.
And
stop.
Betty White
Stop.
saying to me,
It's
"You
red.
call that?"
The light
She
is
goes,
red. Light is red. Don't go. Don't pass go. Jail.
I have to.
Jail. Chat. Stop him.
I haven't even broken a hip yet. Like I can see her like cracking jokes in the middle of a session. That's like Betty White is one of my
Elder
literally
abuse.
top.
Tell him, Amber.
No,
Elder
not like
abuse.
no, but I can just say, you call that, I haven't even broken a hip yet. You know,
Don't
I can just see
dirty
her looking
Betty
up.
White. Don't
Oh,
dirty
stop.
Betty
I
White.
think she's amazing. She's in my top 5.
I cannot. Oh my. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. And Judge Judy's the other one because I think she would just tell me off. Yeah.
Okay, so we see where he's going.
No.
Okay.
I have a whole different range. You know?
A range.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence, young. Raspy voice.
Oh my God.
Oh, the girl from Leap Year. Oh, I love that movie, Leap Year. Yeah. The redhead. Leap Year. People, Leap Year.
I don't know what leap year is.
Oh my God, you got to watch Leap Year. You have to
I
watch Leap
don't
Year.
watch movies.
That's
Okay.
like that movie is awesome. It's about a girl that she's going to get engaged with her. She goes to propose to her boyfriend, Amy Adams. That's the one. There you go, Amy Adams. Yeah, she goes to Ireland to go propose to her boyfriend, but everything goes wrong, and she meets another guy, and yeah, no. Sorry, Eric. I know. I did so good for the first 2 hours, and then I couldn't contain myself. It was all about John Conley. It was great.
Oh,
Is it?
Isla
Yeah.
Fisher is beautiful.
Oh, Isla Fisher from Definitely Maybe with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Yep. I will. Oh, and then the other one, The Wedding Crashers. I Will Find You.
Love
Yeah,
The
she
Wedding
was-
Crashers.
Oh, she was so scary in that one. I don't like that. She looked like that's a girl you never want to be with. Psychos. You don't want to be psychos.
Oh, so we're still going. Oh, you want to start
Yes.
calling women crazy when I'm right here?
Oh no, like she was
Oh.
in Wedding
Molly.
Crashers. She was crazy. Yeah, she was
Molly.
crazy in Wedding
Brandy,
Crashers.
but do you know you have a mod by the name of
Will
Boston
fuck
Brandy?
you. I do.
Brandy. Okay, excuse my French. Brandy will fuck you up.
Brandy got her shirt. Actually, everybody that has bought anything from the Canton Chronicles has received their stuff.
Oh,
Yep. Just
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
where's my T-shirt?
See, you didn't buy anything.
Really? I went live.
Now
the Canton Chronicles,
I do
and
have
all
to
I got
buy
was
some
a
things.
stupid fucking T-shirt.
Because Mike Young Jerk, I mean Jelly gives everyone stickers. I don't even have stickers. I'm still new at this. I have no merch to give people. He's giving people stickers left and right, and I got nothing. I got a bunch of
I
empty
felt like-
cans right next to me. That's what I got.
How do you think I feel? I got people going, when are you going to go live? When are you going to go live? You can just do it. You can totally just do it. I'm like, you can't just tell someone
Yeah.
with anxiety just to do it, because then that makes me even more anxious.
Because the first time I ever met you was because you were on TikTok and you were like talking to tons of people at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, "Hi, yeah, hello," and like everyone's like, and I'm like trying, and that's the worst is like when all you personalities that have all these followers, and like I'm fighting with people in the comments just to get like, read mine, you know.
I mean, you stood out eventually.
Yeah, it takes too long though.
No.
Yeah.
And also, too, to be
So
fair,
much work. So much
I mean,
work
I
going
said
through people's
this-
lives.
I said this last night. Like, TikTok Live is very easy. You just hit go.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube, you need a whole shebang. It's like a whole thing, you know? It's a lot.
Yeah, you know how hard it is for me to like put comments in like in the jerks. Oh, especially for Aunt Deb. Aunt Deb, he's got such a following that God forbid I'll put in like 20 comments for him before he God forbid reads one of them. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. Thanks,
I
guys.
think that's just normally because he's like very good at like looking at the camera and then whoever his like guest is.
That's why I don't even go. And same thing, JFK. Dude, you're in your car. Like, you're going to read my fucking quote? Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing. I come from TikTok, so I like to read the chat.
Yeah.
So when my laptop just died, I just had a little knip shit. You didn't hear it, but I was like, Ma!
You didn't?
No.
Oh, but it's good right now, right?
Oh, I put my computer back on. I plugged it in. We're good.
Oh, you're good? Good.
Mullen said, I got you, boo. And I think she's talking to me.
well,
I think she's
you
talking
got
to
me. You got me, boo. Because
No,
you see,
no,
you
I
see
think
what I'm
talking
doing.
to me.
Boozy,
She's talking to
do you
me.
Boozy,
Talking to
do
me.
you see what I'm doing? You see?
What?
You see what I'm doing?
No.
I'm taking these off. I'm
What?
taking these off because
What?
you know what's going on.
What?
You get the next 45 seconds.
Why?
And go.
Okay. Okay, so let's burn down the place. What do we want to talk about? I don't know. I don't know. Why is he doing this to me 2 times? He has never done this in the history of Canton Chronicles. And all of a sudden he does it to the anxious one? That's not fair. What am I supposed to do? Frickin' sing the Macarena? Hey, Macarena, hi, hi. Da da dum da da dum Macarena. He just, does he do horseback riding? There's some things that we don't know about. Like, hey, Macarena. The whole viewership just goes down. Lucy's singing. She must be drunk. That drunken bimbo. That drunken bimbo. TikTok booze. This is very much more like TikTok when I'm just a guest. So this is very nice and easy for me. Don't gotta plan anything. I'm getting her t-shirts and she won't. Thank you, Mullins. Thank you. Because I want to be able to say, I went live on the Canton Chronicles and all I got was this stupid fucking t-shirt. I can't. But yeah, this was a good time. Totally went over an hour and a half later than I was supposed to. I got to be up at 4 a.m. Bimbo karaoke. I actually am very good at karaoke. Okay. We were all hating on the fact that I don't do movies. I'm a music person. Like, I love music. So the last time that I went to the movie theater was when Taylor Swift's concert went to the movies. And you best believe I got myself my souvenir popcorn and my souvenir drink that cost me like $40. And I sang my little heart out for 3.5 hours. So yeah, I'm a music person, John, not a movie person.
Oh, you're a music person. Well, the Killers.
Yes.
The Killers.
I like the Killers. I used to be emo back in the day. I love bands.
The Killers on emu.
Yeah. Emu? Emu? What do you think?
Mullins.
They're a fucking goat?
Mullins, they're not emu, right?
Emu.
Whatever.
Eric, I think it was longer than 52 seconds.
By the way, Eric.
Glenn?
I just realized.
Glenn, you take that back. Glenn Lake, you take that back. You take that back.
I just realized how much. The first 5 shows, I never move, and I watch Eric put his little flag up, and I know why. He goes, all right, if I put the flag up, I'm like, oh. And like he's gone, and I'm like, I'm running the show, and I'm like, when the fuck is he coming back, right? And it's not to go get more ice for his drink. So now I've done it twice tonight, and I'm like, oh my God, is that what happened? That's like how I'm like, holy crap, So
yeah.
The part of Eric will be played by me. I guess Boozy's in charge tonight, and I'm the co-host. You're right, Eric.
You left me hanging twice.
Twice. And I usually never get up. But then again, with fucking 2 hours and 28 minutes.
But also, and I don't even have like co-host authority, so I can't pull up, comments and stuff. So I'm literally just like, oh, yep, here we go back to TikTok. We'll just go back and we just start running out. I just start singing the Macarena. I don't know what the hell to do to keep you guys entertained.
And Eric, who does have the authority, is just sitting there in the chats. There he is. He could be doing that from his computer, but no, does he? Absolutely not. Thanks, Eric.
Listen, you let Eric, you let him chill, okay? Let Eric relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
30 agonizing seconds. Am I really that bad?
The commercial. Hey, do you want me to play? I have a commercial. Can we play the 8-second commercial? I'll play the 8-second commercial. We haven't done it at all tonight. I thought I was going to be legit. So whatever. We'll play the commercial.
Careful. Once you have had a Pricks Insider, you will want it all night.
I thought I'd get away with it. Oh, Eric wanted me to kind of lay easy with the with that. I did get my first non-liking the cider commercials, like comment.
Okay,
even-
but it's your channel. You can do what you want.
I know. There's a lot of people that don't like the 18-year-old humor. Like the the Bart Simpson jokes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
people watch you because they like you.
I don't think they like me. I mean, I've kept my shirt on for 6 episodes already.
Shocking. Actually, very shocking.
How about that? Mike Crawford took his freaking shirt off last night.
Okay, but that's also because $5,000 was raised. Okay, that's
I
kind
know,
of a big
I know.
deal. That's a big deal.
And they were, I was watching, I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, first off, I wasn't even invited, but that's all right. It's okay. I get
my
it.
God,
I
can
get
we
it. I'm the
not
new kid on the
start
block.
another fight?
I get it.
You
I'm the new kid on
boys.
the block, right?
Honestly,
They'll allow me in their chat, but God
Yeah.
forbid I freaking come
No.
on their screen,
Okay,
right?
we
But-
are going to stop this right now. No, you guys always talk about how dramatic women are. Really? Did you just hear yourself?
And I texted you last night, didn't I, about that? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I was like,
It's like the
Anyways.
boys always fight, and the girls are just like, "Can we just have peace?"
So they on one of the other shows that will not be named, Mike Jerk, Young Jerks. He had everybody in the world on. I'm surprised he didn't have freaking Bettero on. But Mike, I love you. I'm just teasing.
He didn't have
Even though
everyone on.
You got invited, but I didn't.
Okay. I have
so-
also been
so
on
I'm
his show
sitting
a
there-
couple of times before. How many times have you been on other shows and I have not been invited?
So I'm sitting there in the chat,
Please.
right? And they're making bets that they can't even cash, and I'm sitting there going, you wussies. Oh, see, I cleaned it up. You wussies. It's a friggin' shirt. Like, how many times have you ever gone to the beach? You can't even take your friggin' shirt off. Like, here I am. I offered up, and not one of them took me up on that. I said, I didn't even come up with the price yet, but I mean, I'd be willing for a certain price, allow Nick Rocco to wax my back and my chest. And I love my chest. I wouldn't. I mean, it would have to be a substantial amount for the front. The back, I could care less. Go ahead, wax away. But I'm sitting there in the. I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm not. And Nurse Kim, she ain't taking her shirt off. I mean, and she was just jumping right in there, pushing the other guys. And I'm like.
Well, I was about to say, is like Kim and I supposed to take off our shirts?
No.
That's how things get banned.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. By the way, my dog upstairs went crazy, so I know for a fact, which is wicked early. Oh no, it's not early. Mullins is upstairs. Yeah, so she made it home. Mullins made it home. But yeah, so I'm sitting there, and of course, I do know. Well, now I know. Aunt Deb likes me in the hot tub. I do know that. Yep.
Well, there's a reason why you got the
Nobody else does. Nobody else
the
does.
underwears.
I know. Oh, I feel
You got
so
the
bad.
Canton Chronicle underwears on the printified.
I know. Hey, people, listen. I don't really ask for donations or whatever you guys call it, the super chat, whatever. If you want to give, you give. Right there's my Venmo. But if you want to give and you want to get something from it, we do have a shop, and I didn't this week. I didn't add anything new, but you go to the Canton Chronicle, printify me, and there's T-shirts, there's women's panties, there's two set. I mean, and it's all different colors. There's T-shirts, there's flasks, there's beer mugs, there's a whole ton of things in the shop that you can choose from. I took most of them. Oh no, I have some. I mean, here you go. I mean, look at that. Get your hands on something hot and wet. Pricks and cider. I mean, come on, they're gray panties. You think I'm gonna like make white ones? No, gray with a little black trim. I came up with that. I thought that was nice. I thought it was it was nice. Oh, we get the T-shirts. The Canton Chronicle T-shirts. They're 100% cotton. We got the I'm actually going to buy one of these for myself so that I don't have so that at least I look the part when I'm having my beverages in front of me. But yeah, look at that. You deserve You deserve it. Get one. So yeah, so if you don't want to donate but you want to contribute, buy yourself something. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Glen Lake's topless right now. See that? I think everybody, well, not you, not the women. Go ahead. You know, if you want to be topless at home, be topless. And like I said to everyone, if you buy a t-shirt, send me a picture and I'm going to work it into either the opening or the closing. Except maybe in the summer if you do buy the bikinis and stuff, but it's got to be at the beach. You can't be at the pool or in your bathroom or something like that. It's got to be like with everybody else, and it's got to be a cigarette boat or something like that.
I'm pretty sure you wear a bathing suit.
Oh my God. No, how about this?
What?
If you get the bathing suit and you get down to Marina Bay and you get yourself a picture, a selfie, but you got Morrissey in the background, I will put that in the opening.
I mean,
Not you, anyone. I'm just saying someone that buys it, right? Not Eric.
He does like to
Christ, not
frequent
Eric.
certain establishments, and I've been told he likes the heavy Bacardi. So there's that.
Oh, he likes the Bacardi. See, I like the Parrot Bay or the Malibu.
He always wants
I
to
like the
make sure that
coconut
the Bacardi is on hand at the yacht club.
I'm more of the coconut rum. You know, the Malibu pineapple cranberry, the girl, you know, the little.
That's very
Bay
girly
Breeze.
of you.
I know. I like the sugary drinks. If it's a beer or sugar drink, I'm done with like the Jägermeisters and the Aftershock and all that stupid crap. And
Oh my God, you really are old.
oh yeah. The
Aftershock and
Aftershock, Goldschlager, Jägermeister. Oh yeah, no, I love it.
my
but I'm done
God.
with that. I don't do those anymore.
Why
I
don't
do
you just talk about-
Dr.
you might-
McGillicuddy.
You might as well talk about the wine coolers too while you're at it.
Oh, wine coolers! No. When I was growing up, it was called Purple Passion. It came in a 2-liter bottle. You guys, some of the older people remember it. It was called Purple Passion. It was like jungle juice. We had that, or we had Zima and Chambord. You get your Zima, you take a quick swig, and then they would put a shot of Chambord in it. Yeah.
I mean, I will say Chambord is still delicious. You put that in with like a little Prosecco or champagne, and it's delicious.
What is it? With what in champagne?
Chambord and champagne or Prosecco.
Prosecco?
Yeah?
Okay.
The bubbles?
Yeah, see? Mizzy likes Malibu. I love Malibu. But Parrot Bay is a little better for you. Yeah.
I mean, I could talk liquor all day. I worked in the industry for 10 years. What else you want to talk about?
Oh, the wine coolers? Oh, my God, the Seagrams. Yeah, Seagrams.
Oh, those Seagrams. My mother loved those.
I'm so old.
So old. You immediately bring that up. I'm like, you can't do anything more relevant, like Smirnoff.
So every time me and Mullins go out, I make fun of her, but I do try every one of the drinks. She's got to have a different drink every round. It's like, oh, I'll try this one and this one, and I'll try the green one and the blue one and the purple one and this, and salted rim, sugar rim, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, can't you just have one thing? But yet I try them all. I'm like, ooh, I like this one. Or sometimes she'll be like, oh, this one's horrible. I'm like, don't worry. I'll just take a quick gulp of it so it looks like that we drank it so that they're not offended. Like, we don't even want to offend the bartenders. Like, I will suck it up and drink half our drink just so that they think we like their stuff.
No, but you can be honest, like, as a previous bartender, I never took offense to it unless the person was really rude. Because, like, just because I like something doesn't mean you're going to like it.
So, when I was still in Canton, it's same bar on Washington Street, right in the center. It's different name now. It's now CF McCarthy's. It used to be another bar, and we used to go there all the time. And my ex-wife never drank the house wine. She always had, I don't know, top of the line, whatever it was. So that one night we went in and I ordered the wine, comes to the table. She takes one sip of it. She goes, this isn't my wine. I'm like, oh. So I go over, I brought it back to the bar and I go, hey, this is, whatever. And, and they're like, oh, yeah. They give me the good one. I go back. Yep. whatever. I mean, maybe they gave me Kendall Jackson. I don't know, whatever they gave her. But at the end of the night, when we got the bill, they never took the first one off. So, being the non-Canton person that she is, she's going to kill me if she ever watches this. She circles it and writes on the receipt, "That's your tip." I'm like, we can never eat in this place ever again. I'm like, they will give me a spit burger if we did that. Oh yeah, she was, because she was Irish Italian. She got mad and she got even. Right? She was, she's as beautiful as could be. But oh my God, what a hard woman! I mean, you cross her and forget it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to be a Caitlin Albert. Don't be doing that.
Oh my God, that picture of Caitlin Albert, huh?
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the tip she left.
Well, people haven't heard that. Did you know Caitlin? Caitlin Albert's a crappy tipper.
Yeah, she is.
And that's just my opinion. That's my opinion.
Nope, Nope, I will call it right the fuck out. As someone who's been a bartender, as someone who also worked in the beauty industry, if you cannot give 20% to go out, don't fucking go out. $3 on a 30 some odd dollar bar tab is insane. You cheap ass.
Yep. Let me tell you something. Mullins, 1,000,000% an over tipper. Like almost 50 fucking percent. Way over tipper. And I'm like, listen, you look at the tip, you look at the price and you multiply it by two. I try to tell her all the time how to do the tip. No, not even close. I'm like, what are you doing? It was an $80 bill. You just gave him $40 tip. Yep. That's her.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do. And when I saw that,
over tipper.
I'm so glad people clocked that during trial. Lovely, that's what we're talking about. Some of the exhibits are the receipts from that night, and one of them is Caitlin Albert's receipts. And she gave $3 on a $30-something tab at the waterfall. So it's like 10%, less than 10%.
Yeah, but did you see those candies and those did you see those desserts in front of her on that last picture? She had a lot
Here's
of
the thing.
desserts in front of her.
I will never make fun of someone's looks.
I'm not. I'm talking about the desserts. I love those desserts. I am a dessert person. I'm sugar.
I will fully go after the fact if you're a shitty tipper.
Oh no, I don't like making fun of people's looks either, and I've said it to many people. Yes. Am I guilty of doing it to Jen? Yeah, but I didn't mean it. I only did it because she fucking included me in that picture, which I don't even fucking care about. It's in my opening, right? It was a fucking bikini, a man's bikini, whatever you call those things, a Speedo, right? I literally walked through the middle of a town in Georgia. Alabama, Georgia. No, Georgia. Just to have free drinks for the rest of the night because my buddy says, you go ahead. You walk down the street like that in those wooden shoes and your Speedo and we'll buy you drinks for the rest of the night. I'm like, okay, sold. You got me. I could care less. I'm not going to see any of these people ever again. But yeah, so I don't make fun of their looks, but I did notice those desserts in front of her. I will say that.
I mean,
it's high maintenance.
Well, no, the shirt is what really got me because it's like we keep being thrown around the fact like how we are such horrible people because we make jokes and we laugh and shit, and then all of a sudden they can make jokes like that and that's not supposed to be pointed out.
Yeah.
Gonna be pointed out.
Absolutely, it really will. How do you get rid of these things? Oh, you gotta fucking hide. Fucking Eric. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Listen, you're doing great.
You know what? I make fun of him. But he doesn't even do this when he's my co-host. He just sits there smiling. And then afterwards, I'm like, dude, did I do all right? Did I let you? Oh, I was having a blast. I'm like, thanks. Fucking, thanks a lot.
We love Eric.
I'm so fucking nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Because I'm not a perfectionist like you, but I just want to give you. Here's my thing. I don't want to give a crap. So when Eric agreed to be my co-host, we both agreed that we wouldn't do pop-ups, and we agreed that we would do quantity over quality. So we're like,
No, you would do quality over quantity.
yes, sorry.
You say you flipped it.
I flipped it. I did. So we agreed. We're like, listen, we'll just do Sunday nights. Let's go. We're good. Let's concentrate. Let's get a guest, and we'll do Sunday nights, and that's just our little niche, right? And it's going to be about Canton. It has to have something to do about Canton. And it's just got to have a tie, whatever it is. And we won't shy away from Karen Reed. If there's Karen Reed stuff, we will talk about it. If there's election stuff, we will talk about it. If there's police stuff, we will talk about it. If there's anything, the hockey team, we will talk about it. And we don't care about the numbers per se, as long as the numbers majority of Canton from people, Canton people, and the rest find us entertaining. And so that's how we started it. And every once in a while, I'm like, I want it. Like tonight. Tonight was like on a friggin' whim because of that video. I'm like, I really want to talk about it. And Eric was unavailable at the time. And he's like, and we already have Mizzy lined up for Sunday. And that's going to be a very serious show. We got Mizzy on Sunday. And I was just like, and so, yes, I'll tell you, and I bet you everybody that's on here is like, Jesus Christ, 1,200. Now it's 1,200. And it's because of you, right? Because you got the fucking 5,000. I got 2,000.
Yeah, but I'm not even showing my face.
I know. What a fucking double standard that is. Jesus Christ. Oh, she's so hot. You know.
Someone's jealous.
I'm gonna go to her TikTok and see the little extra line that comes across the side of her face.
Oh my God, no, I love that filter. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah. I used to. Oh my God, I give up way too much. After high school and in college, I used to go to Macy's and Jordan Marsh, and I used to memorize all of the perfumes for the women, so that God forbid I ever walked up to a girl, I'm like, oh, you're wearing Eternity. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, you're wearing Escape. Yes, I am. Oh, that's Sunflower. Yes, I am. Oh, that was my in. I memorized all the perfumes that all the the top ones of the day. You know, I mean, we had Drakkar, but other than that, yeah. And so that was my way to talk to women when I was very insecure and young. Even though I could beat the shit out of anyone, I just couldn't talk to women. Yeah,
I don't know whether to be impressed or freaked out.
creeped out. Yeah,
Like if a man was to come, well, I'm just
and
trying.
hair products. I knew hair products. Oh, especially like from the salons, because that was the other thing. As soon as I got out of high school, a lot of the girls I dated or I knew all were hairdressers, and so I got my hair done for free all the time. I had my eyebrows waxed. Oh, that sucked. When they would do like rip, but the best part was, and most guys, once you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. You go to a salon instead of a barber shop, and you get that girl that washes your hair. You lay back in that sink, and you feel those fingernails going like this all around your hair for like 4 minutes. You're going to be like, fuck the barbershop. I'm going to get my hair done. I don't care if it's $55. Yeah, because you got some girl going like this to your hair.
Yeah, but now you know why we like to spend so much money on our hair, because it's worth it.
Oh, my God. So, well, my barber, it doesn't show now, but a couple of weeks ago, I went back to my old barber, and she's awesome. She's a Vietnamese girl, and I went in the afternoon, and there was nobody after me, and I said to her, I go, hey, can I do the shave too? She's like, yeah. She's wrapping my head in the hot towel,
Yep.
right? And then out comes the straight edge, and I'm like, and I'm laying there in the chair, right? And I'm like, this is what men used to have all the time. Guys used to go to barbershops and they'd get the real, not the fucking buzzes, They got the straight edge. And you see all the pictures of it, of guys all dressed nicely, laying in the barber's chair and getting the straight edge and this barber, she still does that with the straight edge. It's amazing.
That's
right?
like very old school, way
Yeah.
of taking care of your clients. Yeah.
Yeah, nowadays you're in and out of the chair in 20 minutes. They use all buzzes and there you go. Yeah,
Right.
thanks. Oh no, I loved it. The guy behind me related to me. He left. He was pissed. I said, dude, I told him, I said, hey, I didn't think anyone else was coming in. I wanted to get my, I'll come by tomorrow. I'm like, all right.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of you guys, you don't make appointments. You just walk in, or you want
walk in.
or a same day appointment, and that's not what we do. A lot of us have to book out months in advance in order to get our good stylists.
My God, I wish barbershops would come back to the old school barbershops. So this is in Stoughton. It's literally right by the Chemung, by people from Canton, the Death Hill. So the Chemung School in Stoughton, we used to call it Death Hill because it was so steep when people would sled. It's probably the steepest little hill around to go sledding. But yeah, she's over there. So much, it's so good. Yeah, I'd rather wait through 3 or 4 people, wait an hour, and have her cut my hair.
You can still find those people out there, though. You just have to search for them.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of the times, the old school barbers are in salons now.
Yeah.
So,
Bobby just use those straight edge razors with COVID. Yeah, no, hers still gets dipped in that blue shit. Yeah. Oh shit! I right clicked. Don't right click on your mouse, people. When you're on
Why? What's wrong with right clicking?
I don't know what came up. I got rid of it. I just have no clue.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Mullen's got her fingers done today. I don't know. I haven't seen her yet. She's still upstairs. The dog's going crazy.
It's not her fingers. It's her nails.
Her nails, fingers, nails. Oh, that's the other thing I do. I got such hard. I'm on the spectrum. I will.
Oh shit! You?
Yeah.
No.
I will be out, and I'll say hi to someone, and I will tell them if women. I know we got 1,200 people watching. How many out of the 1,200? How many people do you think are women? Probably 800-900, right?
Well, it depends.
I'll know tomorrow. I'll know tomorrow when I look at the statistics. But let me tell you something. Women, don't ever come up to me if you know it's time for a refill. Okay? Because I notice it.
A what?
A refill.
Oh, on your nails? Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, that's
I'll be
fine.
like, hi, and I'll see right away. I'm like, I could point it out from friggin' 5 feet away. Like, oh, it's time for a refill, huh? And they look at me like, you motherfucker. I was trying to get an extra week out of it. But there goes that $90.
I mean, I hope you're not judging me because I don't have time to be.
No, I'm not judging you because you won't even friggin' show yourself on the screen.
Is that a threat?
No. No.
He goes, oh shit, oh fuck no.
Brian Hill doesn't know what a refill means. Brian, so when women get their nails done, right? As they grow out, the space right here gets bigger and bigger. Right here. The space right here. My fucking meat hooks. Right here. The space by your cuticles. Right? So all of a sudden, if there's a good gap there, it's they're trying to get an extra week before they go get their nails done.
I really appreciated that the man on the show just explained that and not the woman.
Listen, oh my God, me and my stepdaughter used to love watching Jersey Shore and Jersey Licious. A girl never forgets her first smoky eye. I knew all about the smoky eyes. Yeah. If
Did you know about the bump?
That much, what?
Did you know about the bump its?
No, what's the bump it?
And not the drugs, okay? When I say bump it, I don't mean the drugs.
Yeah.
The bump its is when we used to take the front part of our hair, and it was this little piece of plastic that kind of looks like a U, and you would stick it in the scalp and then put the hair over it, so it made you look like you had a front bump in your hair. It was all the rage.
We had we had I used to call it a flower because I grew up, 80s, 90s. The girls had the giant fucking 80s hair that would the bangs would come out like this and just they'd be like, hey, and their hair was
Yes.
like that. Yeah, the 80s hair. It would be all like this. And the bigger the hair, the cuter the girl. Or the purpler or pinker, the eyeliner or whatever, the more, yeah. That's how it was with us.
Well, perms were like the huge thing back then.
Yeah. The trashier that they looked, the better, Oh, speaking of trash, yeah. I mean,
Trashy.
well, no, because Dolly Parton, yeah, because that's what she always wanted to. She wanted to look trashy because she thought that was pretty. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yep. I do need help. Fucking Jesus Christ, the fucking numbers. I wish they had gone down. If they had stayed under, if they were at 900, I would have been off an hour and a half ago. I was just like, fucking A.
is that like total amount of viewers or viewing now?
No, just right now. Right now.
No.
I
don't
know.
think so. John, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it keeps changing. Oh, what got me, it didn't get me in trouble. I'm sharing way too much. So I used to be one of the assistant coaches of the MIT women's hockey team. And, yeah, no, you know what? We'll just leave that.
No, say it.
No, we'll leave it. So I didn't get in trouble. The women themselves called me out for some of the things. I mean, I grew up, you grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s in hockey, and then all of a sudden you're thrown into coaching some women who are friggin' smarter than they're athletic, and just, yeah. Oh, good. There's only 151 people watching. We could go mediocre chicken palm.
Well, that's what I was saying, because you can see the ticker right on the YouTube. He's
I
also
can't see the
on. Aren't you also streaming on
Good, so we can go there.
Twitter?
If there's only 100 people watching us. Who cares?
Oh my God! You all matter.
sorry.
Ignore everything he just said. That was so rude.
I know.
You just said, "Oh, if I
I'm
only had
looking for
2
every
people
excuse just to shut.
Shut me up!
From no.
Shut
no.
me up! You were
I
about
didn't
to say
shut-
it.
I didn't say shut you up.
Oh.
From the
then
moment
some
I
words.
say, oh, by the way, all break. Sorry. All gas, no break. He knows what I'm talking about. From the moment I say that in the opening, I'm looking in my head like, okay, get in, get out, get in, get out. Just do a good show and get the fuck out before they realize how stupid you really are. But yeah, not tonight. Thanks, Eric. Thanks a lot, Eric. 1 hour. We gave ourselves a time. We're like, listen, let's do the show. We write the script. I literally will spend all week writing a script. Like, stay on script, right? And I have it on my freaking TV right in front of me, and I go through it, right? And it's like set for 1 hour. Get in, get out. I know. Eric, it's going to be your show soon. They're going to be like, this fucking kid, Or it's going to be the other way around. Dude, you guys got to go see this hot mess. This guy on the spectrum and this little girl that doesn't even put her face up on the screen.
Did you just call me a little girl? Are you all hearing this? Do you hear the way that he talks to me?
I do. Icon. Whatever you call that thing.
You know what, though? I'd much rather be called a little girl versus a fat pig. So there you go.
Like, oh, there you go. Oh, I can't wait for Sunday. I really can't wait. I can't wait for Sunday. Me, you, and Gay Jeff. That's going to be a sight.
I don't know if we should go live, to be completely honest.
Oh my God, that's going to be friggin' a riot.
No.
And I know, and and I'll tell you, between the three of us, who's going to cause the problems? Him.
Yes.
Yeah, because he won't keep us. When I'm in public, I keep my mouth shut. I know better. I know. I'm like, okay, and I'm constantly scanning. I could take him. Oh, he's tough. I might not take him. Oh shit, like I'm constantly like, right? I'm like, oh no, that one's easy, right? But him, no, he's gonna walk through like some beauty queen. And he's going to say something like, what the fuck are you looking at? I got fucking Mongo with me, I swear to God. Yeah.
I think we all love Jimmy for the lack of filter.
Oh, no filter at all.
None.
Little hands, little microphone, no filter.
Oh my God.
What? You ever see him? Like, he got this stupid little microphone as he's like in his car. Hello. Hey.
It's adorable.
I know. When he's the judge.
I had one of those too at one point. And then
Sipping a White Claw. Going down the Cape.
I still remember the time when we were at Turtle Boy's trivia night. And I didn't know what to drink. So I got a White Claw. And Kelly Reed, yes, Karen's sister, looked me dead in the eye.
It's her cousin.
Oh, it's her cousin, sorry. Looked me dead in the eye and goes, really? She goes, out of all the things. Really?
Meanwhile, what did I have next to you? I had my own bucket.
Yeah, he had a bucket of beer.
I got a bucket because I'm like, I ain't getting up like 4 or 5 times. I'm sitting right here and I'm not. Eric knows I usually don't leave this freaking seat. He's the one that leaves. I get my bucket, I sit there, and I'm like a fucking camel. Tonight I had a problem.
You were actually very active that night of trivia night. Like, you just kept running away from the table.
Yeah, I started, well, because the spirits hit in, and all of us, because I was so scared. So I'm not, I really, people, I'm really a shy person. I don't do well in crowds. I get nervous. And so when we friggin' showed up, and you were already there, the whole place was already there, right? Because Kelly's going to make a fucking appearance, right? And what? We got the front table. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And everyone's like, hey! And I'm like, oh, shit. Right? And I'm like, okay, can we get this going? Can I sit down? Right? And the next table over are my friends that the mother of someone I work with and her husband. They're like, yeah, they're waving at me. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, please. I'm like dying. And now all of a sudden, maybe like 2 or 3 beers in, now I'm already sweating. And I didn't even move. I barely moved. Right? And then next thing you know, Peter Murphy comes in with his daughter, right? Picks her up on the airplane, right? And from Logan. And I'm like, hi! I'm like, oh, Jesus. Right? And I'm like, want to get a picture?
By the way, Peter Murphy's daughter is gorgeous. She's beautiful.
She definitely looks like the mother. There's no way. There's no resemblance. There's no resemblance to Peter in there. I'm just telling you.
Always has to put a dig into someone, doesn't he?
No. There's no way. She got none of his genes. I'll tell you that. You know. But anyways, she was like just under Olympic gymnastic. Like literally her gymnastic level was, she just missed going to the Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah. So we go there, and the first couple rounds, I had every answer. But some other people at our table, I don't want to name them, kept second guessing me, and I got pissed because I'm like, dude, I know these friggin' answers, right? And we did all right. By the third round, I had already given up, and now I'm just yelling out answers left and right, and I knew they were wrong. And people are looking at me, and I watch people like, oh, he must know what he's talking about. And they're like writing it down, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just, and then that's when I saw, then I had my little meeting with Aunt Deb at the men's room. And that was 100%.
Define meeting.
So I went to the back, and the men's room isn't like a men's room at any other club. It's a one-person one. So there's a line, which anyone knows, the lines are only at women's restrooms, not men's. There's never a line at the men's room. But there was that night.
It's because you guys don't wash your hands.
No, it's because we get in, we get out. We don't sit there and look in the fucking mirror.
Exactly.
Right?
You don't wash your hands.
No, no. Oh, how's my eyeliner look? No. Oh, did you believe? Yo, did you see Stu? Stu was talking about me. No.
Really?
Anyways,
Who the fuck is Stu?
I don't know.
I
Some
don't-
club. Stu was talking about some girl at a club. So I'm like, I see him. So my other, I have this thing where anytime it just happened a couple of weeks ago when we were up at Lake Placid, when it's a single bathroom and I'm not the first person in line, and I walk up and I'm like, oh, is this a line? Yeah. I will go and I will bang on the door and get back in my place, so that when they walk out, they look at the next person in line going like, what the fuck?
That's
Right?
not
They want to
funny.
look at me. Oh, I do it all the time. Like, no, like, oh, come on, let's go. So yeah, I saw him and I'm like, oh my God, my girlfriend loved it. Well, I go, can I get a picture with you? So the honest story is, he tells it honestly. I don't. But the honest story is I'm like, hey, can I get a picture with you? I love you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right? And then I go, as soon as we take the picture, I'm like, all right, I got to be honest with you. It's really my girlfriend that loves you. I saw you and wanted to get the picture, right? And he turned into the biggest diva, like, well, go fuck yourself, dude. And I'm like, no. And then, of course, I rip my shirt off because I'm fucking half cocked. And I'm just like, no, seriously, let's take a picture. And then he's like, okay, well, now this kid's, he went above and beyond, And I think that's what won him over. Yeah.
Yeah, you just make it a fool out of yourself.
I did. I don't care. Like, what
No.
the fuck? I mean, like I said, you only live once. Who
Right.
knows? You might not wake up tomorrow, people. If you do, hey, it's a blessing. You got to go to work, but it's a blessing. I mean, all you people, anyone that left watching us, if you wake up tomorrow, go to fucking work.
We are all learning tonight. That's right, Mullins.
Oh my God. I can't wait till she critiques me in bed later tonight.
See,
I didn't like when you said this, and
see, this actually brings me back. Like, this is how we used to talk on TikTok, and it would start serious,
this is
and then
literally
just,
how it was. I know.
yeah, and we would
Hey.
end up talking shit. Like, we would just,
Hey, Boozy, how do you say her first name?
who?
Right here up on the screen.
Oh, is she going to get mad if I don't know how to pronounce it right?
I don't know how to pronounce it. That's why I
Stelly?
asked you. Steely?
No, Steely, S-T-E-A.
Steely
Steely?
Dan? I saw Steely Dan. I hated
I
it.
don't know. Steliot.
Steliot! What friggin' poll do you want me to put on YouTube? And how the frig am I going to put a poll up? I don't even know how to use StreamYard, let alone YouTube.
Stelly, yeah, Steely, no.
Stella!
Or
Oh, no,
Styly?
Stella! Yeah.
I really tried over here.
I saw Steely Dan, hated him, walked out. Walked out on
that?
Steely Dan is, all you older people, you'll know who Steely Dan is.
I like being the young one. This is fun.
Steely Dan, Jesus Christ. I can't remember the songs that I mean, they're famous. So I went with my ex-brother-in-law to go see the Doobie Brothers. Oh my God, they friggin' rocked. We went down to Twin River. We rode our motorcycles down to Twin River, and we saw the Doobies rocked. They played everything. No, they're not Thomas. He sucked. He looked like he was drooling. He wanted to talk in between songs before he played the piano. He was horrible. I watched 3 songs and I'm like, let's go. We're out of here. Yeah, reeling in the years. Yeah. But nope, he was horrible. I'm like, let's go. I'm out of here. I can't listen to the guy anymore. It's the only here's my age. Boozy, what was the first concert you ever went to?
Oh, it was actually really good.
Yeah,
It was
I went to
actual-
Taylor Swift.
I swear to God. I hope you
I'm a
choke on
Swiftie.
that beer.
I'm
Choke,
a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie.
It was, so the opener was Pink, when she still had pink hair.
Pink. Love Pink.
Love Pink. This was before she did
did too.
acrobats. She
Even
still
with
looks
all
amazing.
that acne, I still love her. Yeah.
Okay, you just always have to comment on people's bodies, don't you?
No, I said I still love her with all that acne. I still love
Anyways,
her.
this was when she only had like one hit. And she was the opening act for In Sync.
Oh! So 2 years ago, I went to Sturgis, and me and my buddy, state trooper, were in, I think we were in Wisconsin at the time, and we were at this motorcycle dealership, and he says to me, he starts poking me. He goes, hey, you know who that is? And I go, who? And he says who it is, right? And there's not a lot of people in the dealership at the time. They had the Jack Daniels guy. Jack Daniels had just delivered 3 of those barrels, those wooden barrels of Jack Daniels for this stuff, right? And he's telling me who the guy is, and I turn to him, I go, you mean Pink's husband? Right? He goes, dude, don't say it right in front of him. Yeah, so I was standing right next to Pink's husband, and I called him Pink's husband. Yeah, Corey, whatever his name is, the motorcycle dude. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Yeah. Like, oh, that's Pink's husband. And my buddy was like, he's like, please forgive my buddy, he's an idiot. You know. So, I'm
just happy you didn't make fun of my first concert, because I think that's a pretty epic concert, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's all right. My first one, I was 40. My first one was 8 years ago. A buddy of mine, it was Guns N' Roses was at the Garden. Guy at my work was like, hey, I got an extra ticket for Guns N' Roses. You want to go? I go, no. I go, I'm going through a divorce. I got no money. I go, I've never been to a concert before in my life, so it's all set. He goes, what? You've never been to a concert before in your life? I go, no. He goes, you know what? You're going. I'm like, no, I got no money. He goes, no, you're going. Dude, I cried 3 times at Guns N' friggin' Roses.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I had been on my motorcycle all day. He was a fireman in this other town. I won't say what town he was a fireman in. And I raced back and I parked my motorcycle in the fire station. I didn't even get a chance to go home. And I go, dude, I got nothing. He goes, no, take this T-shirt. And I took a shower at the fire station, right? He gives me this fireman T-shirt. And I'm like, dude, I can't wear this. Just like this, I'm wearing Boston Police, but I'm not a Boston Police officer. But, they sold it to me, so whatever. And I go, dude. He goes, no. He goes, when we get there, he goes, if anyone asks you, you just get in, get out of the conversation, just say hi, get the hell out of the conversation. I'm like, all right. Of course, I'm in the beer line, and some guy's like, oh, hey, what station you at? And I'm like, no clue what station I'm at. I'm like, I'm not, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Brookline, whatever. And so we go running. I go up. We had the second to last seats at the top of the Garden, right? And he's nowhere to be found. I'm like, what? And I treated the concert like I treat hockey games. I have to be in my seat for the national anthem, and especially if it's Bruins Canadians or any Bruins Canadian team, I got to be there for the national anthem. Otherwise, I don't want to go. If I'm not there on time, hi Mullins. If I'm not there on time, I don't want to see it. So the opening thing is starting to go. All of a sudden, he comes running up, and he goes, "Hey, we're moving down." I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I go." He missed the first song because he ran out into an empty section. The usher was like, "You can't be here." She saw his shirt. She goes, "Oh, are you a fireman?" He goes, "I am." She goes, "Well, how many are with you?" He goes, "There's 4 of us." She goes, "Well, tell them to come down." So we all got our own section right behind the pyrotechnics. I'm watching this stuff. I'm crying because I'm like, it was overwhelming, and I'm my midlife crisis. My testosterone level was dipping because I hadn't had my Doug Flutie tea stuff yet, and Eric Clapton. That was Eric Clapton was my fiance's first one back in the 80s. She went to it when she was like 12. But anyways, so So then I go out to grab us beers. I come back, and now he's got like 4 more tickets. And I go, what that? He goes, I don't know. Some guy in a suit just showed up and said, if we want, we can go down front row. And I'm like,
hell yeah.
no, because we had our own section, right?
Oh.
And I'm like, do you want to go down front row where there's a piece of glass, like, and you're like this the whole time, right? I'm like, no, I can put my beer down, we're dancing, and nobody's near us, and they're all probably looking at us going like, who the frig are those guys? They got their own section, you know? But yeah, so that was my first ever concert, and it was only like 7-8 years ago. Yeah.
Well, you're a movie person, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm a concert person. Yeah, I've gone. I went to Styx last year. Hockey guy, my men's league hockey team. We went to Styx, and I've gone to Journey twice. The Killers. Me and Mullins drove all the way out to freaking Columbus, Ohio, just to go to the freaking Killers concert.
Really? They weren't around here at all? I'm actually
We saw
surprised
them
at
at the
that.
Garden. Yeah, we saw them at the Garden.
Oh.
Yeah, but no,
Oh, okay.
why not drive to Columbus, Ohio, and be one of the 3,000 that saw him?
I don't know, because it's fucking Ohio.
Oh, Jesus, she gave a stagehand a handy for Vince Neil and still have it was late in the 70s.
That's not what she
No,
said.
wait, what it says? I
That
actually
I
gave
can't-
a
I-
letter.
Cheryl, I
Sorry, Cheryl.
apologize.
I apologize, Cheryl. I couldn't read that.
Cheryl,
Too long.
I
Didn't
do
read.
apologize for his actions and his words. I should have had that as like a disclaimer
Hey.
before we started.
You know what? Scotty McGinnis is in the chat.
Yeah, you didn't say hi to him earlier? I did.
I didn't. Scotty, I said, and I've said this before, Neil Kelleher and Scotty McGinnis are 2 of the most genuine, quiet, consistent people day in and day out in all of this whole Canton, Karen Reed, Sandra Birch, everything.
Agreed.
Scotty, you know what? Neither one of them have had issues with anyone.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
I agree.
Yeah. And Scotty, you know it. I've had that private conversation with you. Yeah. So, they're awesome. I can't believe, dude, it's 11:47.
Yeah, look at us.
Go. I know.
Look at us. Look at
I
this is what
know.
happens. See, but you know what though? This is what
This is what
happens.
happened. This is what happened last night on the freaking phone, and I was literally falling asleep, and I didn't know how to say goodbye.
Okay, but here's the thing. This is when 2 like neurodivergent people get together on a live. You're gonna go, oh no, but this. Gonna go, oh no, but this, and it just keeps going and going and going till you both realize, shit, it's late and I'm tired.
Listen, the next time Eric can't be on, I would be more than 100% to the moon if you'd come on with me.
Look at that, people. Do you just hear that? He actually likes me.
Yeah, shush. All right, come
Look at that. It took how long? 3 hours and like just shy of 18 minutes for him to finally say, okay,
down.
Booze, I actually do like
Dude,
you.
Missy's still in the chat. I was talking to Mizzy. I was talking to Mizzy at 7:30, doing a whole private thing, just getting ready for Sunday. And I felt horrible saying, all right, I got to go. I'm going live in about 5 minutes, like on a whim. And I was like, that literally the whole night was planned around Mizzy. And then just like, I thought I was going to order some Chinese food for myself and just hang out upstairs. But yeah.
Listen, I feel like we all need to give Mizzy a shout out. So please give Mizzy some love in the chat because she has done so much for Sandra's case and to really make Sandra shine the way that she's supposed to. So everyone give Mizzy a little love in chat, please. See, this is when, John, if you had one of the little soundboards, you could do like an applause.
You know what?
Clap,
I
clap,
was
clap,
literally
clap, clap,
think-
clap, clap,
I
clap,
was
clap.
literally thinking about that right now, going, "Oh, I could have done like woo!" Or- I was literally thinking that, going, "I wonder if that's what my brother was talking about. Like, this is what the
Yes.
samba does." Yeah.
And that's why I was asking you about it. I asked you.
You know, you know who has one of those? Friggin' the cab calling all beings. Yeah, calling all beings.
Brian goes,
Brian
a
Hill.
ghost.
Look at these people. Look at these people. Brian Hill still in here. Mary Malaki. Oh my God. Calling all beings always talks about her in an Irish accent. Mary Malaki's here. Oh, can't wait. I can't wait till the Europe people watch this in about 3 hours.
Europe people. I can't believe you call them the Europe
The
people.
Europe people. Hey, listen, there's no trade war on YouTube. I'm just letting you know, there's no tariffs.
You know, I really do appreciate how the chat has been so kind. Like, I love it over here. Everyone's so easygoing.
Dude, we have yet to have any trolls. Well, no, that's a lie because
No, we've had a couple, and we've taken
we've
care
had
of
a
them.
couple. And then when what's her name? Your dance mom there.
What?
Dean dance mom. What's her name? Oh, she's gonna kill me.
Huh?
Esty. Oh shit!
Oh my
Sorry,
God,
Esty.
you forgot
Sorry,
Esty's
Esty.
name?
I forget everybody's
Oh
name.
my God.
Dude, I forget your name sometimes. Esty. I love Esty. That was our first troll. Was Esty's night? Yeah. Europe people. Sorry, Scotty. Europe people. Yeah, when the Europe people come in. Oh, all right. I swear to God. Last story, and then we're gonna say our goodbyes. So 2 weeks ago, my brother, he didn't sucker me in. His wife didn't want to go with him. We went and saw the comedian, Taylor Tomlinson. He needed a date. I was his +1 for Taylor Tomlinson. We saw her over at the Wang. She was actually good. I had seen her stuff on TV before, and I really wasn't into her, but she really did a great show. She's one of those younger 30-something comedians. So I have this thing where, we had, because of my brother's job, we got our own suite at the Wang. We were in the I don't know what you call those things, balconies. I don't know. Those little boxes that hang over all the regular people. So we were
Suites?
fancies. Yeah. So, but everything was free. All the food was free, the drinks were free, everything. But if you looked down, everybody down in the ring were buying, their junior mints and all that stuff, right?
Junior mints?
Yeah. Oh no, get ready for this.
Oh, God.
So I'm eating all the fancy food because I'm with the fancies, and my brother's laughing. He goes, "Stop calling them fancies." I go, "That's what they are. We're with the fancy people, right?" And he I didn't get to wear my yellow jacket. He goes, "I had to leave it in the car." He goes, "Dude, you're leaving that in the car." I'm like, "What?" Of course, we get there, and one of the girls who works at the Wang, who I had seen at the Christmas tree lighting on Boston Common, comes up to me. She goes, "Do you remember me?" Yeah, I'm like, "I do." She goes, "Oh, do you still have that jacket?" I go, "Yes, I do. My brother wouldn't let me wear it." So I knew one person, right? But I was with all these fancies, all these people that go to the Wang and go to all these different shows because they know people or they are people. I'm not. I was a +1. But so it's like 5 minutes. They're already trying to get us in because they're like, come on, let's go in. Well, I wanted candy, so I'm like, I go, "George," he goes, "No, you don't go downstairs." I go, but when we went to when they look at our tickets, I asked the lady, I go, "Hey, can I go downstairs to get tickets?" She goes, "Of course you can." So I run down, I grab 2 boxes of Junior Mints and a box of and a bag of Twizzlers, the red Twizzlers, right? And and one of those giant Coors Lights, because that's what they sold, the big cans, the tall cans, right? I go running back, I get in my seat. I go to open the box, and I bought one of the friggin' displays of Junior Mints. It was an empty box. It was sealed, but it was an empty box of Junior Mints. I'm like, it was $6. I'm like, George is laughing at me hysterically. He's like, "Dude, you're an idiot." I'm like, "I didn't shake the box. I grabbed 2 boxes." I'm like, all right, I'm going to go back down. So I drank my beer, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go back down to go get another one. I go down and I say to the kid, and I thought I was just going to get a rebate because I really didn't need another box. I had ate the first box, and the second box is now empty. And I'm like, excuse me. And he goes, yeah. I go, I think I bought your display. He's like, well, just grab another one. I'm like, fuck, I really wanted the discount. But so I grabbed the other one, and when we went back up, there was only 2 other people in the box, these 2 women, and I just tapped one on the shoulder. I go, excuse me, and they go, yeah. I go, would you like a box of Junior Mints? And I gave him my box of Junior Mints. He's like, dude, you're an idiot. He's like, I can't take you anywhere. I'm horrible. I am so I am like, I'm teetering on the spectrum. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everyone kind of has a little bit of tism in them. In some way.
Yeah. That's me.
But
So-
here's the problem. It's easier to diagnose those things in men. When it comes to women, it's way more difficult. So think of like ADHD back in the day, even like 20 years ago. You just thought it was boys that were super hyper.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. But for girls like me, it's different. It's like you're an
don't take drugs
overthinker or you're a perfectionist, you're not necessarily hyper.
I won't even take an aspirin. I don't like drugs.
I don't either.
Yeah, it ruins my system. I just don't want to. My digestive system gets all off, and I don't want to.
I only take it out of necessity if it's that time of the month and I need
Worst
it.
case.
Other than
Worst
that,
case.
nope.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
all right.
no.
So people, I promise we're done now. All right, because Jesus Christ, it's 4 minutes to midnight, and you said you were going to be 1 hour, and I am so sorry, but it was awesome.
This always
I had a
happens.
blast. I had a blast, and I'm out of pricks and ciders. They were gone. All my pricks and ciders are gone.
Oh, so that's the real reason he wants to end. It's not because he actually cares about me.
No, I do. I could
Oh.
listen. We could do this all night, but you're getting up at 4. I'm getting up at 4:45. So it is, and Mullins, she's got the day off. So
Ooh.
yeah, I know. But we're meeting a dog tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm gonna be all psyched tomorrow. I just need my 4.5 hours of sleep. I'm gonna be great. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Listen. As I say with Eric, as long as we entertained you, as long as you had fun, it made my night, right? If like I said, if you want to go, we have stuff on sale at the Printify Chronicle. I want to thank immensely my fake second stepdaughter, Boozy.
Fake?
Well, I mean, my other stepdaughter's, okay. My second stepdaughter, Boozy. How's that? Can I call you my second stepdaughter? You, all right?
I'm not fake.
Oh, there she is. Oh, my God, look at those eyebrows. Look at those eyebrows. Those are threaded, weren't they?
Bitch, I am not fake.
You
I'm
went-
very real. I'm
You
just
went
a
and got
tired
those
bitch.
are threaded, aren't they? Those are threaded. You
No,
got
these
your
are
eyebrows
real.
threaded. All right. Guys,
Hi, everyone.
thank you. Boozy, thank you. Anyone, listen, she's got a new YouTube channel. She's on Twitter. And that's pretty much it, right? YouTube and Twitter?
TikTok, my guy.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. TikTok. She's on, see, I'm done. TikTok and now YouTube. Are you even on Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm almost at 4,000 over there.
Fuck you. Fucking A. And I mean that. I swear to God, I mean that with all sincerity. Go fuck yourself. Hey, if any of you follow Boozy and you're here, follow me, okay? Fucking good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Boozy. And thanks a
Amazing.
lot, Eric.